Hey guys, how is everybody? This is a bit of an impromptu one, and I am on earlier because I seem to run into everyone else's lives, and it's annoying the crap out of me. Sorry, I need a drink. After I did my live yesterday, I had some visitors call around, so I missed Blood Money Benny Keyz's live relating to Brad Wishons and his behaviour. And I can tell you right now, I was triggered all the way back to the day the truth started to emerge about what a sleaze, pathological liar this guy is. And if one person sees this video, I'll be happy. That didn't catch it on Benny's live. Benny said it's completely fine to play it. So I've sped it up a tiny bit. And I'm going to say hi to you guys. Hi, the real Gigi. How are you? And sorry I was a little bit late. Hubby decided, like he does, because I'm up in my studio, that now is a great time to go and mow the lawn out the front of the studio. Like right as I went to hit the live button. God love him. I shouldn't whinge, but Jesus, man. Gymnastics, welcome. Hello. Hi, Six Up Media. Lisa Jones. Gina. Jackie Jude, my lovely girl. How are you? Hi, Kinsuji. Gabby B. How are you? It's awesome to see you all here. And I'm going to do, as I said yesterday, I'm going to try and be a little bit more assertive and plug the thumbs up. So if you could give me a thumbs up, that'd be awesome. It keeps the algorithm happening and hopefully keeps me in the feed a little bit. Things are going to be a lot more structured as we go forward. I've got things I've been working on, and it's not going to be all about just drama. I think there's so many things that we could be covering. But at the moment, there's so much crime. There is so much true crime within our crime community on YouTube. It has to be addressed. Like, I know we all know all this crap about Brad, but there are still people that have no idea. Libby, my sister, how are you? Jam 420. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks, Jam 420. You've been subscribed, but this is your first live. Yeah, I usually come on a lot later. And I'm glad that you're in here and you've chatted. So thank you. I appreciate it. Libs. So I'm going to play Benny's, but with total respect to you, I'm going to play a tiny bit of the hit, like him leading into what he's talking about, but then I'm going to skip forward, if that's okay. And I don't think we need that that piece to be replayed, if you know what I mean. Most people probably have seen it and know about it, but I would rather not do that to you. And I'm going to fast forward to where Penny comes on panel, and Griffy, because even though this story's been told, I think it's a kindly reminder that Brad Wishons is still scamming people to this day, and also within the true crime community. He is still doing it, guys. Oh, Glitterazzi, hello, beautiful. Seashore girl, welcome. Grammy. 10-9's here. Remember when I used to call you 910 because my brain couldn't get it round the opposite way? Oh, that was so funny. But I'm used to it now, aren't I? I'm doing good. Hi, Ray. Oh, yeah, I think that's the way to go, Lib. I wasn't going to play that part of it. Yeah, I've never addressed it whatsoever, and I'd like to keep it that way because I love you. I respect you. And I'm not saying that no one else does at all. I'm just saying because I know it's there, I'm going to go past it. Seashore girl, New Jersey love. Hi, wife. How are you? Yeah, so this piece of shit is still playing his games, everyone. He's still pathologically lying, swindling people, and we need... Hi, T. Riley. His name still needs to be spoken. Now, regardless of what's the word, guys? Like, I felt responsible that people donated towards that quilt. And it's as soon as I started listening, so I didn't get to watch Benny's live until like midnight last night because Saturday night, our time, I always have friends over, we do our stitching night, okay? So I only got to listen to a bit of it before I fell asleep last night. And then I've got up this morning and I'm triggered. Like I was shaking, listening to everything from the story again. It just gets you all agitated and upset that you were played, but I can take it for me. It doesn't bother me that it happens to me because, believe it or not, happens to me a lot in real life because I'm too trusting, I'm too naive, and I've always been this way, and I always get done over. And you would think at 56 years of age, I would be so used to it. And I sort of am. And that's why it does not get to me that much. But when I've sat here and watched what's happened to Griffy and Stella and their family and other dear people that I love, like Libby and Penny. Oh, hi, Katie Kitty. I'm so glad you come back. I thought I really upset you yesterday when I was talking about someone, and I thought, oh, damn. Like, I don't like to upset people, and that's why I try not to dig the boot in sometimes. Yeah, I'm still pissed over the quilt too, but not for me. Like, I can whip up more quilts. That's not a thing. Like, that side of it doesn't get me, you know. It's the fact that everyone that donated and was so excited picking the fabrics and that whole process, guys, it wasn't just me. Emotionally, you guys were attached to the whole process as well, and I brought that to the table, you know. So I feel guilty that, you know, it's all gone down the way it has. But it's not about me, and it's not about, it's about real hard things like what he's done to Griffy and her family, and the stuff, the money that he was supposedly going to donate to this Sunshine Fund with Nita's World. That never happened. The only reason he's put that forward and was because he was starting to get into a real shitty place on YouTube with people commenting about the billboard funds and that sort of stuff. So as we've seen him do on so many panels, he's jumped up on Nita's panel and made up this fake story that, you know, he's going to donate all these $10,000 to the Sunshine Fund, and he's going to fund now he's drilling. Oh, I swear to God, I'm going to hit him on the head. Yeah, and give Griffy and Stella a scenario that they don't have to stress about moving. 3 months later, still nothing. So he's put all that out there, even though, remember, Nita never said his name. He didn't want his name put out there. He was the anonymous donor, remember? It wasn't till after Nita got back from Tennessee that his name come out. But I think everyone surmised who it was and all that sort of stuff. 10-9 Griff has a channel. I think it's Griff Investigates. That's who he scammed again now. And yeah, he's still doing this shit. I watched Griff when he had my name in his mouth a couple of months ago, but I don't watch the guy, to be honest. But I don't like to see anyone getting burnt. I don't know what he was promised. I don't know what the story is, but yeah, he's still a problem. So if this helps one person to have Brad Wishons' name out there and to recognize that name and to be careful and keep away from him, then my job is done. Jackie Jude says, your heart was in the right place. If you hadn't decided to do the quilt, maybe we would not have all come together. I never thought of it like that, Jackie Jude. Oh, Katie Kitty says, not your fault, Sharon. He's the one that the crook. Did he go to jail after he went to court? No, it's been adjourned yet again till April. Both cases. And I don't think it was emphasised enough, but you'll hear it in Benny's video that we're going to go through. So the money that he promised Griffy and Stella, because they were evicted, like they were told they had to leave. This is like the 28th of November, and he's come straight to the party. I'm going to pay for your new place, like don't worry about it. But the thing that hasn't been stipulated quite clearly enough, in my opinion, even though it's been spoken about a lot, is the fact that a beautiful lady in the background had given him money to pass on to Griffy and Stella, and he kept it, which you will hear in Benny's video. He kept it. So it's not like it was just a false promise. It was the fact that he was given money that would have helped Stella and Griffy, and he didn't come through and transfer it to them. Instead, he had 5,000 excuses why that couldn't happen. And he kept it. This guy has no heart. He needs to be locked up because, as we can see every day, he is still being that same criminal scammer. I'm so sorry he took advantage of so many good-hearted people. I know. And he's still doing it, Jam 420. That's why I'm here and I'm live right this minute, because, yeah, it just sort of, I don't know, I was just all shaky and aggravated and all hyped up again like it was day one, you know. Gymnastics 101, Brad Chase, 423 Chase. And I know this was a couple of months ago, but he's still playing games on here within the YouTube community. Lizzie is madly in love with the guy. And this is what he preys on, is vulnerable women and vulnerable people that are in a situation, and he just thinks he can just keep playing people with no consequences. I know, Lisa Jones. That's what I can't believe either, that he's still walking around. More than once, it wasn't 423. Yeah, absolutely. It's, oh, yes, I know what you mean, Gina. Yes, but I listened to it half a dozen or more times, and you can clear him saying, "Fuck you, Brad," on Griff's video, which Benny plays. I heard it before I'd even heard it on Benny's. You can hear, he says it 3 times really clearly, and he doesn't even realize he said it. Fuck you, Brad. Who was the lady on Benny's live last night with the accent? That is Griff. So this is where it's confusing. So Griff Investigates is a guy who has his channel, and 423 Chase now has now scammed him, promising him a job, and Griff and his wife have packed up and took off wherever 423 Chase wanted them to go. They were stranded. He come on a live, and he's needing people to send him money so they could get $160 to get their asses back home again, because they've just worked out that 423 Chase has scammed them yet again, okay? But then we've got Griff and Stella. Griff is the lady that was on the panel on camera, and Stella is her partner, and they have children. Plus they also have Griffy's grandmother living with them. So not only were Griffy and Stella evicted, their 3 kids and their 78-year-old grandmother were all evicted. They sort of was, when Chase offered them the money for the new apartment or the move, they sort of sat back and breathed a little bit, because they thought he was for real, and he wasn't. He actually didn't have the money when he promised it, but then he scammed other beautiful ladies and got the money but didn't pass it on. So there's Griff and Stella, and Griffy and Stella, and then Griff Investigates is the guy that he is currently playing games with. She is a beautiful, they are both beautiful ladies. Like, seriously, I've said it over and over. Please, I will get her link when I start playing this and pop it in the chat. But please go over and sub up to her. If it wasn't for Griffy and Stella, I wouldn't have got to my 1,000 subs as quickly as I did. They were amazing because they were mods on other channels, and they would drop my link, and I owe everything to them. And they always are loyal, honest, gorgeous ladies who've been with me from day one. And I really do consider them like my family now. They are so trustworthy. It's scary, you know. They're awesome women, both of them. I didn't understand why Real Griff and Wife even got to that hotel, or why yet haven't watched it. Yeah, I don't know either. The Real GG, I don't know how they come, because I don't watch him. I don't know the logistics of how it all played out. So I don't know. But why would you sit there saying, fuck you, Brad, when the phone's ringing, if it wasn't Brad? Like, that's not a hard question. Why would they listen to Force? I know, Gina. But it's because everything that was brought out, Griff Investigates seems to have a habit of whoever he's not in a clique with, he'll attach to, in my opinion. You know, so he will go try buddy up with someone that everyone else is having issues with. So he's got someone on his team without worrying about what the real facts are. You know, he just sees what he wants to see for his own personal gain, and it's backfired. Gabby B says, it makes me wonder, with all the ones scamming and inserting themselves into the world's lives, if one of them is actually involved with the disappearance of Summer. There's so many red flags with, I agree, Gabby B. I feel like is Summer's case for Chase, just like MGL states, that Summer Wells is a cash cow? Did he just see an opportunity because it was local to get in and do what he does every other day in his real life, and that's to swindle people? Like, the flyers weren't true. When he was telling people, oh, you know, email me and I'll get out, I'll get flyers to you. Yeah, and I agree, Glitterazzi. Griff is not a nice man. He obviously has issues, and I don't feel sorry for the guy. I'm sorry, but I don't. He has laid the boot into so many lovely people in our community. It is scary that he's so blinded. But as usual, they have no drama with coming on a live and, oh, we've got to get home. You know, I've been played. I've got no money. I need $160 for a U-Haul. Like, dude, why? You know, and I was seeing and hearing things, and I totally agree. He has a trade. The guy's about my age. How do you get to that point? And I know everybody has a story, but it just doesn't add up. Why, as a grown-ass man, why are you in this situation? Why are you this destitute? Oh, there's only 9 likes, Jackie Jude. Thank you for that. Yeah, if everyone wouldn't mind, it will help me. You know, that's all I ask, is just a thumbs up. And I feel, oh my God, Glitter. Diana was severely taken by Brad. yeah, not only financially, but emotionally. That lady, seriously, I just don't know how we can make it right. And this is my little way of having Diana's back, having Griffy and Stella's back, having everybody's back that has been hurt. And there's so many people, guys. It's not just, it just makes me so angry. Oh, Stella, how are you? I'm so proud of you guys. Thanks for coming in. You should be sleeping though. It's the middle of the night, isn't it, for you guys? No, I don't pity them either, the real Griff. We all watched it too. I know. The flyers, yeah. Or, the flyers, the vigil. There's so many things. Was that a brazen and terrible? That lady then funded them herself. What a wonderful person she is. Yep. Oh, look, it just makes me sick to my stomach. Oh, Griffy, welcome. I love you guys. They are like family to me. And they have been for probably the day after I started my channel. And I've been blessed, like honestly. Griffy will message me every day, Miss Sharon. It's always Miss Sharon. I love that because we don't do that in Australia. We're just like Shazza, you know. But as soon as I see the Miss Sharon pop up in my little notification, I instantly get a smile because they both just melt my heart. And she'll say, how are you? Are you doing okay today? And that just, just that first sentence of a conversation makes you feel good that, you might be having the shittiest, stressfulest day on earth, but I always know my girls have my back. Always. Just like you, Glitter. You are amazing. I'm thankful for all of you. And it sort of outweighs the hurt that we go through on here by far. And I've told you guys before, the anxiety I get some days is like, I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't do it on one side of the brain. Then I'm having an argument with the other side of the brain, like, you're going to feel better once you start, like, stop. And I made the doctor's appointment, just so everyone knows. Yeah, and they're genuine, absolutely genuine. I know I can message any of them and they're not going to judge what I'm going through, and it's real, where you'll get blasé comments from, even people in real life. Oh, thinking of you today. And you're like, you fucking are not. Do you guys... I'm sorry for swearing, but Jesus, there's so many people that pretend. I've lost my cigarette. I don't know what I did. Oh, I think I took them out, hubby. But anyway, we're going to play some of this. So if I can find my share button. And I am going to fast forward after Benny sort of speaks about where he's going with this video. I just have to say something before I start to. Hang on, it's funny as. I don't know how I managed to get. Do you guys? I don't know if I'm the only one who does this, but do you guys have Benny's little songs stuck in your head? Like the little jingles? I don't know what you're doing today, but today I've got, you know, the little songs and stuff. I tend to be walking around the house and I have the little jingles in my brain. Gang, gang, you know, all that sort of stuff. It just, I'm like, am I the only one doing this? Okay, here we go, guys. You'll see what I mean in a second. He does this little dance. It's so cool.
Oh, shit, I'm live. What's up, gang? What's up, gang? Say, man. Y'all can't hear the music? Look at this. Candace Bly in the place to be. Say, I'm going to tell y'all right now. Hold on, look at this. Tonight, oh boy, it's a lot of stuff going on this web, man. And, you know, I'm here to straighten some of this out. I mean, I done had a lot of people ask me to put out a lot of fires today. And I kind of just stayed off the cut. I stayed out the way. And then, boom, out of nowhere, I hear people saying, oh, Benny got locked up. I'm like, Benny got locked up? Hell you mean? Hell you mean? Shit. Just because I'm not on here don't mean I don't get to the money. I get to the money in real life. So, you know, a lot of you don't know what's going on with Griff. So, I want to Pringle. Bet you can't just eat one looking ass. Here goes the phone. Here goes the phone. Here goes the phone. Candy. It's just like candy. Ow. It's just like candy. Ow. Hold on. All right. It's just like candy. Ow. So, I got to get away, drive away, but I'm in the bushes. Man, say, Mark, bro, fuck going on, man? It's pouring down here. I heard. Libby, what's up, beautiful? It's cold here tonight. I got a leash for the skern dog. Oh, boy, you're going to learn, dog. When you going to learn, dog? Look at that. So, man, let me piece one together right quick. Man, happy birthday. Trito Smile, happy birthday. Do I ever talk about Summer Wells anymore? Yes, I do. Just not tonight. If that's going to bother you, then actually, you know what? Actually, it is kind of going to be about Summer Wells. It's just going to be about the players in the game. So, what's up, rap? Bang, bang. How's that sound? Where's Mark at? Where's my sound guy at? You hear any static in there? Is that Joker just hitting right? You're welcome. Beautiful. Hey, there you. Hey. Okay. Ooh-wee. Oh, I got. Yeah, she's over there in Ernie's. She claims that she's her friend. Okay, all good. No staticky. Okay. Ooh-wee. Look, man, it's gonna just jack up the sound for a minute. So I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. Look. This brought. I was over there watching. I was hate watching Skern Dog, which is it's one of my new it's one of my new hobbies. Like I never was into the hate watching too much, but man, I got some hate watching going on today, man. Look at here. So she came into Earn Dog's chat, and let me see. That's the wrong one. Here, she said, "Damn it, Couth." She says, "Dallas, I'm Linda. I took over Trisha's account with her permission." Then she says, I'll go live and show me one day. She's the only dumbass on YouTube that puts an N for and. I know, I just banged out my damn troll account. Rap, shoo-wee. Damn, gang. Damn, gang. I'm trying to get me a pizza delivery. All right. Gang. You know what? I'm going to start setting up my light, too. Hey, Mark, is that, do it again. I missed it. Oh, Me? I got the wrong phone. Right here. Mysteries. Dallas. I'm Linda. I took over Trisha's account with her permission. Then the next one, she says, I'll go live again. I'll go live and show me one day. Look at that. Hold on. Okay, cool. Ooh, pizza's on the way. Oh, he just wanted me to dox him. Fuck you, Mark. So we had a few things transpire. Seems like a few YouTubers' lives are on fire. It is called a J-Lab. I got some headphones too, but I'm gonna take them back. I don't like that shit. Who is this weirdo, Ernie? Well, so this is the deal. I was waiting for this phone to charge. Hold on. Hey, Ray, you in the house, beautiful? Happy Sabbath. Happy Sabbath, Sabbath. Man, look here. I went through, you know what? Man, this is going to sort of burn me up, right? Because y'all know that I don't record phone calls. Like today was the first time. Let me explain what happened. I woke up and Griff had called me twice and had already texted me. And he was like, bro, actually, what did he say? What did he say? He said, I just tried to call you, Griff. That's not his real number. That's a burner number. It's a text now number. So he said, I just tried to call you, Griff. I said, sorry, bro. I'm tied up this morning. I said, I tried helping you last night. I can't do anything now, Griff. I apologize, bro. I said, you'll figure it out. And then I called and she answered the phone and she was, yes. And I'm like, man, that is not how you answer the phone when somebody's trying to help you, man. And then he's in the back. Fuck you, motherfucker. Fuck you, motherfucker. And I did not tell her anything about Essen, anything on me. I said, if you tell Griff to shut his dick sucker right now, I'll send you the money. That's exactly what I said. I said, if you tell Griff, you cocksucker, all this fucking foul ass country fucking analogies, like scratching a broke ass over here. Like, man, don't hit me with none of that shit. But he tried to hit me with it. And I'm like, man, look here. I said, Miss Griff, I'll give you the money if you tell that fool to shut his dick sucker. And she's like, I'm not going to do that, Benny. And I was like, okay, then tell him to be, whatever. Well, he didn't, no, he didn't want. And I said, he's a big ass fucking crybaby. He heard me say crybaby over the phone and he grabbed the phone from her. No, Pam, give it to me. And then he's like, and I'm like, dude, like this is I feel like I've been forcing you to take some help because you think it's all for the wrong reason. I assure you, my boy. I would help anybody. But let me tell you what happened. There are enough people that care about me that used to care about you until you crossed the threshold with these people. Okay? Now, I want to show you something. This fool, he did a whole live about me in the recording this morning. So all that happened. So they started calling me back. So I just answered the phone and I just turned the other one on. And I just recorded myself walking into the store, listening to them fucking manipulate me. She's like, if you really wanted to help, you would have just already put the money in the account. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like you two are living like a couple of dope heads and you think I'm supposed to just fuck you off some money real quick? Like, no, it's an expectation to come along. Like if I wanted to help you, if you wanted to borrow some money.
How ungrateful is that though? So those that don't understand where he is verbally right now. So Griffy Investigates had his little live where he's lying in a bed and he's got to get home and he needs $160, pleading for all his viewers to cash app him, etc. Right? So Benny's a little bit like me. As soon as you hear some sort of desperation in someone's voice and you know that they're not okay, your very first instinct is to, what can I do to help? And I honestly believe that's where Benny's head was so Benny went live and said, ring me, Griff Investigates. I'm going to keep saying Griff Investigates so we don't get Griffy and the dude Griff mixed up. So Benny did a live and offered the $160 to Griff Investigates and his wife. And he's like, dude, ring me. Come on live right now. Let me know how to get this $160 to you. He genuinely was going to give it to him. Okay. Glitterazzi says, Griff Investigate says he's in Augusta, but you don't believe him. Yeah. I was picking up on that in the chat as well, Glitterazzi. Miss Griff said 150, then Mr. Griff repeated her, but said 160. I did catch that too, the real Gigi. I did. So Benny went live, and I think he was on for like 2 hours offering, like if they would have rang him or come into his live and give him the PayPal, whatever details, Benny would have transferred it right then and there. Okay. But as it went on, people in the chat were saying, yeah, but what about this and what about that and everything? And Benny started seeing what everyone's perspective was on the situation. So he pulled it back and he's like, yeah, nah, dude, I've changed my mind, which he has the prerogative to do that. But I was sitting there watching, I was in that live, and I'm like, I would have done exactly the same thing because that's just who I am, you know, and it's how we get sucked in. And then, so Griff turns around and his missus and starts saying what Benny's talking about here, about, you know, you weren't going to send the money, you were just trying to make yourself look good, da-di-da-di-da. Oh, Miss Justice is here. Hi, Miss Justice, welcome. Sharon's replaying Benny's live, showing how Brad 423 chase scam many in the YouTube hollers. Yeah, and sort of trying to reiterate that this dude is still going. He's still in fine form. He's still scamming people. No, we're talking about I don't watch him either, Miss Justice, but yeah, because it was related, because Griff Investigated live was underpinned with 423 Chase. I had to watch it. I wanted to see what was playing out right now. That dude will forever be the unreal Griff. Exactly, Griffy. You can't do Benny, Cody Kitty. He really, really grows on you, honestly. And he's evolving and finding his feet and learning a lot, I would say. I'm a little bit disappointed with Doug. Apparently, Doug started again. I thought they were cool. That sort of made me a bit sad. No, I don't watch him either, but because it was 423 Chase, I wanted to see what Chase's latest conquest was. Griffy, yes, that is better. I know how you feel. I hate. Oh my God, yeah. So I haven't watched that yet, Griffy. But apparently after this live, JFTKGG went on and has still accusing Griffy. So I'm going to have a look at that when we get through this. So we will continue.
To get yourself out of jam when you go in there and you would apply to all the applicable terms. If you need it that bad, like you think I'm supposed to just send you $160 and not talk about how I'm about to get my money back from you? That's how I know he had some fuck shit on his mind. He wanted me to just send him the fucking money without ever asking how I'm going to get my money in return. And then he's like, no, well, fuck, I don't want your help. It was just like one of them Trisha. It was just like that Trisha shit. You know what I'm saying? Just like it. And he ran me fucking hot. Bro, Griff, God blessed me today. I received a deposit back on something I had put a deposit on a long time ago, bro. And it came back today. It came back, right? I can help you, bro. This is my money. It came back to me from an apartment deposit. It's my money, bro. This ain't nobody else's money. I can help. I could have helped you. God keeps blessing me because I'm in the spirit of service all the time, bro. All the time. But that's the thing. Like, people want you to just throw it out the door. They want you to just puke it on them. It's all this bullshit on it too. So let me tell you something. The reason why this man, look here. This is about Summer Wells. You're going to see how it circles on back about Summer Wells. We're going to get to it. You dig? Hold on. I'm sick of this. Like, man, y'all know me, man. I got a good heart, man. I got a good fucking heart. I don't put up with no bullshit, right? Very, very fucking little bullshit am I going to attend to. Check this shit out, man. Look at here. He keeps saying all over the fucking web that he did not say Brad's name. Man, look at here. He said that man's name. He's like, no, I just read it off. Like, man, what the hell? No, you did not, looking ass. Let me show you where you said it. Hold on. Oh, so Griff said Chase already gave him $700 throughout the span of 2 weeks. One of his close family members contacted me too. Cat's out the bag, Griff. I just checked your community page to see if you've commented on this. I hope you're doing well. Like, yeah, so what happened was somebody reached out and got in touch with his daughter and found out, like, this fool is a real life motherfucking me trashy scammer, right? Like, okay, 127.40. Look at here, man. I ain't making this shit up. Listen, I got closed captions too. Look. Hold on. Let me move these phones out the way. I got to get a different scenario for this phone, so it's out the way from the. Yeah, bro. Like, you put it out the bag, man. Listen. Boy, he lit that cigarette. Look, hold on. Aggressive than a motherfucker. He hit that cigarette like that motherfucker owes him money. Listen. This is gonna get good. Fuck you, Brad. You just said it right there. Fuck you, Brad. The fuck you talking about, Griff? You're not even a good fucking liar, bro. You're a shitty fucking liar. Now I'm starting to think like you're actually where you live at, but you're just trying to scam me or anybody else because you're in cahoots with Brad, bro. Like, you think I'm not supposed to look at this scenario a little bit cross-eyed because you got ripped off by Brad and you're making it my fucking fault. It's not even Brad's fucking fault. You're making it my fucking fault. You got ripped off by Brad. Well, let me tell you what, my boy, I got a 23-minute phone call that I recorded between me and Chase. I'm about to let everybody hear it, bro. It's nothing new, but maybe for the people in here that had a vested interest in hearing what the fuck he had to say about his scams, this video is from December 28th, gang. It's from December 28th, all right? So, I mean, right there, bro, listen. This is the phone rings. Oh, Slim Jim Jack right here. He's like, man, fuck you, Brad. Before he even answers the phone, listen. It's going to get good. Fuck you, Brad. Brad. Look at Max is over there. So Penelope Pit Stop. I know that you said that he never said Brad's name. Yes, he did. I said he said it 3 times, but so far we've heard it 2 times. So, but this is going to get interesting. Fuck you, Brad. One. Look at Max is over there eating the fucking PayPal gang. Gang bang. Who the fuck we got in this bitch tonight? You know, I'm going for the neck looking at. I'm going for the throat. I'm gonna strike some windpipes looking ass. Thank you, Ms. Robin. Thank you, beautiful. Thank you. Rebecca. Hey, girl, Rebecca. Hey. Thank you, Rebecca. Love you long time, sweetie. Love you long time. Turd. No, I'm just playing. Probably an edible brownie. And let me tell you this. I did not even catch the fact that he said. I didn't even catch the fact that he had said Brad's name last night. But he claims that he was reading the chat. But if you read the chat right now, it doesn't say anything about fuck Brad anywhere. So he's saying fuck to whoever is calling this motherfucker, man. Look, I'm not making this shit up. Thank you, Rebecca. Fucking turd. Look at Max is over there eating a fucking turd. No, I'm just playing. Probably an edible brownie that Miss Griff dropped out of her fucking satchel, where she keeps all her markers and shit. Stand up drawing all night. I don't know what the fuck they got going on. I think it's pretty clear what they got going on. Said later on, like, they're talking about money and not having anything, and like, you actually got a lot of shit stuffed in that room with you. What you didn't have is a whole other thing. He's about to blow an O-ring though. Either fucking, top end ring. Somebody's about to blow a gasket. Fucking burn out a sprocket. I don't know. This man's about to lose his shit though. I just heard voices now. Look at Griff's face. Something's different about Griff's face. Yeah, it is. That motherfucker's long as fuck. Look here. Where we at here? Man, we're deep off into this shit. So we know definitively that it's Brad. So let me tell you something really quick. Bro. Sort of kind of bad news for you, Brad. Hold on, gang. Let me see here. Oh, there it is, looking ass. Hold on, let me make sure the sound works and all this shit. Hold on. That's something different entirely. We got sexy. That's something different entirely. All right. That's something differently entirely. Looking ass. Look, here it goes. I just really wasn't sure the dynamics. They're saying, hey, Mama Keys, like 100 of them. Hey. She said, hey, back looking ass. Check this out. Bear with me, y'all. This is 23 minutes of sheer PayPal gang. Gang, bang.
Okay, fast forwarded it to bypass the call. So what Benny's about to play there is a 23-minute phone conversation he had with Chase on the 28th of December 2021. Okay. I'm not going to play all that, but I've popped the link in the chat and I will pop it in the description. If you guys want to go and listen to that phone call, feel free. But there's bits in there that, out of respect, I'm not going to play. It's very triggering and upsetting, and I just don't want it. I just don't want to play it. So I fast forwarded now to when True Crime Commentary comes on panel. And then shortly after, Griffy, female Griffy, comes up on panel and tells us her story on behalf of her family. And I take my, oh, hi, Brandy. How are you, sweetheart? Is anyone coming that I haven't? Carol Johnson. Hello. How are you? Great to see you. Okay, so that's where we're at, and I'll keep going now.
How's that?
Testing. Yes. No.
Well, I'll just mute out. That's no problem.
What part of the video are you at? Because I stopped listening because it was really irritating.
Okay.
Making me decide they got it and they don't. Yeah. You'll see. So, like I say, man, I ain't supposed to be talking to nobody on YouTube. I ain't supposed to be on it. So,
yeah, I get it. Well, I'm gonna let you go, dude. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
So tell me your thoughts.
Hold on, let me try to put my earbuds connected.
All right.
It's bugging me. All right.
Yeah, it's a driver situation, for sure. Hold up. There. Is that okay?
Let's see. Yeah, it's good. What'd you do?
No, just nothing. Just unplug the mic and plug it back in. So talk to me, gang.
So I stopped listening because that part that she says that, the part that hurt them the most was Penny. And
that's manipulation. You know that, right?
What?
That's just pure manipulation.
Why would he try to manipulate you in that way?
I mean, anything that he could use to gain even just a shred of, empathy or sympathy.
I don't know. I mean, see, the thing is, I really was a friend to him, and he didn't talk to me like how he talks to all the girls out there who he was in these, I guess, romantic situations with, plural. It was never like that, and
this gets really deep in a second. To hear my beautiful little friend that I feel is like a daughter to me, because she shows me so much respect as an old lady, and I say that lovingly, broke me. Because true crime commentary, Miss Penny, is like a daughter to me. So to hear her upset, it's funny because yesterday I was chatting to one of my subs, Suzanne Sutherland, that most of you know. We were discussing just, messaging, and she's telling me to hurry up and get more stitches in a quilt, mind you. She said, actually, I said, oh, such and such is crying. And it wasn't Penny, it was a whole different video. And I said, honestly, I don't think any of these YouTubers could make me cry. And then I was watching this and the tears poured down my face because I was listening to someone I sincerely care about get upset, and it broke me. And I thought, well, I've just proved myself wrong because this made me cry. So big hugs and lots of love to you, Penny. And please know that we're not all like this. There are very few people like 423 Chase.
It was a really, just regular friendship, and he didn't tell me about all of this money coming and going. He didn't tell me about any of these things. I had no idea. And so all of it came as like a big shock. So, I mean, it really was actually like, and I know it sounds so ridiculous because this is just some person that I met on the internet, but
Also, it's not though. I mean, it's like it's more to it than that, right? It's. I mean, there's more to it than that. It's way more than that.
I don't know. Like,
Are you okay?
so many people stood up for him, and then whenever all that stuff with Libby happened, and I told him what was going on, like the moment of clarity for me was,
You okay, Fizzle?
Yeah, but
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have did this tonight. I know that must be that it's maybe maybe this will never be rectified, and maybe it'll never be a good time to do this. But and I thought,
no, Benny, it needs to be done because there's people who still are defending the situation and telling blatant lies, and but the moment that I really realized that I never knew him at all was whenever I told him what was going on with Libby, and I knew that it originated from him. That whole situation started with him, and I told him what was going on, and he was like, "Oh, everybody cares whenever it's Libby, but nobody cares whenever it's me." And like, it was so calloused and cold, and like I didn't know him, and that's the moment that I knew, like, this whoever it was that I'd been talking to since August. Well, he doesn't. I don't know if he ever existed, but he wasn't there, and like that was it for me. But and then the fact that he wants to keep on and keep on and keep on, he might not. He's still on YouTube. He's probably just watching, or he has a different name or something. But I mean, he has a whole team behind him pushing lies. Like, he's not a defendant; he's a witness. Like, to what end? What do you gain by telling that lie? Why are you trying to repair your reputation so you can do it again? Like, what is the end to this? What is the goal here? Why are you trying so hard? Why is she trying so hard? Why would she go out of her way to put my first name in a video? Because I don't think that her friend, I guess I'm doing air quotes right now, her friend is all that he says that she thinks he is. Like, he's not all that she thinks he is.
Right. No, you are,
So you doxed my first name because I disagree with you. Yes? That seems fucking stable to me, right? And then he's right there behind, and I fucking know how he does. Like, whenever he was so mad at Doug, whenever he was so mad at Tiffany, whenever he was so mad at AB, there was always somebody that he was always so mad at that he hated for whatever reason, and he gets himself worked up into a tizzy. And he, like, I remember one night he called me and he was like, "Get me Doug's phone number." I remember one time he told me that he had that he had passports and he was about to go and see AB. I remember he told me he bought tickets to go to Texas, to go down to Texas and see about you.
Yeah.
And like, I know how angry and worked up he gets behind these people who don't support him. And none of it is sane. None of it is sane. None of it's rational. And so whenever I say I know that he's back there, you know, with pushing her or whoever to do the most and lie and all of the stuff, I know, because, you know, he's the one that told me that he had pictures of Tiffany, you know, compromising pictures. And to be mean and hateful, I put that in her chat. And I've already spoke to Tiffany and I've already apologized to her for lying to her about that, because I did. I put that in her chat and she didn't even notice it till the very end of the stream. And I, you know, she asked me, did Brad tell you that he has pictures of me? And I said no, but he did tell me that. Didn't he tell you that too?
Yes, he did. And so hold on one second. So let me make it very clear that when I spoke with Brad about the Indiana call, do you remember that, Fizzle? Hello?
Did you record it? I mean, did you just tell me about it? But I mean, yeah, I remember when, but I don't remember like what exactly happened.
Yeah, so I was like, bro, like, why is Tiffany going so hard on you, bro? And he was like, because she wanted to have a relationship and I didn't. And I was like, hold on, bro, like, are you serious? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, well, you know, like, who am I? Like, you know, I mean, look at Tiffany now, right? Like, Tiffany's been over there babysitting Ernie Shell for a long time. So, you know, I just was like, man, that just seems weird. But it you know, it never went any further. But then it was at that lunch, and I had talked about this specifically, but it was at that lunch that he asked me, he was like, well, you know, I wanted to make sure it was cool with you if I pursued anything with Lizzie. And I'm like, bro, like, she's grown, you're grown. Like, you know, like, all these people, they put all this crazy weight, like, oh, Benny, Lizzie did this for you. And I'm like,
I did not know that, guys. I had no clue that he'd had that conversation with Benny about Lizzie. What more proof do people need that Lizzie is hooked up with 423 Chase? Is he still with Trixie? And welcome, I just wanted to quickly say, welcome to Brooke Dyer. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate that you were comfortable in telling us your story with whoever she is at this minute, whether it's missing but not forgotten or live, love, laugh, whatever her name is right now. If anyone's got an update on what her latest channel name is, I would appreciate it so people know to be wary of her as well. She's another one that throws out false scamming things to get money and swindle people. And enough. People need to be aware of these leeches and what they're doing. But yeah, thanks so much, Brooke, for coming in and sharing. I really do appreciate it. For the community as a whole, you know, the more of us that can get together and get all this stuff out, like, talk about it, let people know. I'm shocked. I'm really, really shocked that there are still people that don't know how bad this became. It blows my mind. But we will. And Dreamcatcher, you are beautiful too. You are all beautiful, but you guys make, if it wasn't for you guys, this channel wouldn't be a thing. Not only for lifting me up when I feel like I can't keep doing this, but for being there for each other. That's what's important. I love the relation. I love sitting here reading the chat and the relationships and the positive comments you all have for one another. And there's no hate. And I appreciate that also. You know, that we don't have a big shit fest in here. So thank you guys so much.
What do you mean? Like, I didn't search Lizzie out and ask her to do anything for me. And again, to say it publicly, a lot of what Lizzie did was go around starting brush fires while I was in the middle of stuff. And I'm like, and she's like, well, this person, and I'm like, man, listen, why don't you create a channel? Then you can do all, you can do all of this stuff, because then I don't have to engage these things. Like, you can do it. So she did it. And then once it started, it was like one.
Sorry for stopping again so quick. Yes, Glitter, I just don't know what is okay to say, Glitter, and what's too much, because I don't want Diana upset that I've said something I probably shouldn't have. So, but yes, you're exactly right. And if it's okay to say, Brad was asking for Lizzie's hand, yet he was telling Diana a very different story, and he played Diana in every way possible. And we've known, a group of us have known exactly what's going on in the background. And you've heard me say over the last few months, there is so much going on that I can't speak about. And that's why I haven't mentioned Diana's name directly, because I didn't know how much we could speak about. But at the same time that he is swindling Lizzie and Diana, big time Diana, he was also doing it with Trixie and so many other women that we probably don't even know about. And that makes me furious that this man, oh my God, guys. But yeah, much love to Diana. It's just so sad. But Lizzie's still backing him to this minute. She has still got his back and trying to throw everyone else under the bus that says anything about Brad. She just refuses to believe it. And as was spoken in Benny's live, the thing that is the hardest to get your head around is the fact that Lizzie's mantra is stop exploiting Summer Wells for monetary gain. Girl, Brad Wishons is the biggest exploiter, criminal, scammer on fucking earth, and you're all up in his face and you love him? Can you explain that to me? Can you make me understand? Because I never will. You're the biggest fucking hypocrite, Lizzie, that ever walked this earth. Just saying. Go make a little video with your pretty little music and your fucking ridiculous little pictures. Bring it.
She cut loose, like I saw a few of the videos, but then it was like it was compartmentalized where I didn't look at it. And then when I heard about it again, it was when it came to me, it was the scenario that was in the front of the video with Brad, where he's talking about that other scenario, and I'm like, bro, like it just, that ain't what it is, bro. It can't be like that. Ain't the way, right? It's a lot. Go ahead.
I don't understand. I don't understand why somebody can be shown fact after fact, proof after proof, and like, I mean, the prime example is like you cannot manipulate or manufacture the county website, like,
no.
Or you can't. So and if that is the case, then when you go and you get a the FOIA request and you get the whole case file, like the whole thing, the whole court record, what do they fuck that up too? Like, it's
no, that's the thing.
Too.
Like he's Brad's contention, Fizzle, and this, Brad's contention is that both of these websites, he's actually witnesses in both of these cases, but they both have him as defendants, right? So defendants, for anyone that doesn't know, defendants, AKA equals suspect, right? Defendant is what you are when it goes to the court phase, right? So suspect turns into a defendant, right? So now the only way, and Brad is in an open plea agreement right now with Washington County, Tennessee. The only way Brad could be a witness, but the paperwork say defendant is if he's in the middle of turning state's witness.
Yeah.
That means snitching, telling on the people he got in trouble with. So that's the only way at this point that Brad could ever be considered a witness, because Fizzle, he's been jailed for this shit, right?
I don't know if that's what the lockup was for in September. I think it was probation violation.
Yeah. So how was Brad in person?
Was he squirrely?
Been a motherfucker, man. He was squirrely, and it was like, what's fucked up is it started off with the car, right? Like when I jumped in the car, I jump in this car, he's like, get in with me. And I'm like, well, yeah, I got a pretty nice car. He's like, just get in with me. And I'm like, I told you that was like that was like really kind of my only rule when I went to Tennessee, was that, Benny, don't get separated from your car.
Yeah.
And it was the first thing I did. And I felt like Brad was like, let me step back. I feel like Brad knew, like I had said, that's my only, like, yeah, bro, like, you know, I'm down for anything. The only thing is I just don't want to get separated from my car. I feel like he knew that. And then he came, and I submitted to getting in the car, right? And so we get in the car, and it was lie. It was like Trisha lies, bro. It was pistols on his ankle. It was, this is a customer's car. I'm like, what are the rubber bands for? He's like, I don't know. And then come to find out, he delivers newspapers, and those are his rubber bands in his car that he uses to rubber band the newspaper. And I'm just like, the guy is just like literally, he's like the biggest piece of shit ever. Now, that's not to say that there isn't a good human being somewhere underneath all the scales, you know, all the you know, the different fucking layers of Brad. But what it reminds me of is just like someone who's a pathological liar, or someone that is in the grips of an addiction, that they're just in that I'm a cocksucking liar phase. Like everything, like I could have sat across from him and ate lunch and then asked him when we got in the car what he had, and he's going to lie, right? Like just
why
lie to appease some sort of, you know, physiological feeling inside of him. Like he feels accomplished when he lies.
So do you, I don't even want to entertain that conversation, but
no, go ahead.
No, it's just a ridiculous question. I ask myself sometimes, did he actually consider me a friend? Because he didn't try to take money from me. He didn't try to romance scam me. Like, and I just feel like, we would talk about the girls that he was entertaining. We would talk about beer.
Righto. EBSS. What is this about? Believe what you want. Isn't it funny? As soon as you mentioned freaking Lizzie, here we go. Sweet Justice, you need to pull your head in. Yeah, no. Not happening here, dude. You're timed out. I don't have to put up with that bullshit. I don't know EBSS, Brandy. I'm just... Is EBSS all good, Brandy? I'm sorry, Susan, that I did schedule, but only like 15 minutes ahead. Yeah, I'm not putting up it. Oh, Jesus. Welcome, True Crime and Cindy with KC. I'm just a bit, I don't know that I'm assuming Lizzie's friend with the SS on the end of the name. EBSS, I don't know what your story is, but do not bring crap in here, please. And welcome, Suzanne Sutherland. Oh, is Joan Spring here? Joan Spring, welcome. Great to see you. I'll keep going. I just didn't like that comment from the one I've just put in timeout. I'm not having any rumor about Benny or his son in my chat. do not bring that in here because you will be instantly blocked. Mods, I've put that person in, I blocked them for the 5-minute thing. So if they comment again and I don't grab it, just be aware of what they're talking about, please. Yeah, great to see you, Joan Spring.
And, you know, whatever bullshit he was getting into or whatever beef he had with somebody, like, it wasn't.
Adrenaline, yes. Go ahead, sorry.
It was just, I don't know. It makes me wonder, like, why didn't he try to come after me?
You made him look legitimate, right? It's like, you know, you made a lot of people look legitimate, sweetheart, with your abilities and you know, the sheer speed that you do it in. Like, you'll say, I'm gonna go check this out, and then, you know, like fucking no time, you're back with, like, you know, like ample information to, like, actually make, you know, like some of the shit that Fizzle's brought across me. It's been like so dynamic. Like she did, what was it? It was it was a 13-minute stop. Anyways, Fizzle did tons of math, and it was a bunch of fucking, it was like calculus shit. To come up with,
not calculus.
I'm just saying, it was impressive nonetheless.
And he helped with that, believe it or not. He did. He went out there, him and a woman went out there and worked on exactly that. And it's just like, you know, if I asked him to do something, he would. I mean, I'm just so I'm not confused anymore, because I know to an extent, I guess you could say he was using me, because there would be many times when he would say, you know, fire up alive and tell all these motherfuckers X, Y, and Z. And I would tell him, look, I don't want to do that. But every now and then I would, you know, concede and be like, all right, what do you want? What do you want me to say? But,
Miss Wendy, can you show me your face, madam? Yeah, I can't see your face. You got a filter over the screen or something, a pink filter. Yeah, just get your all your tech in order and then come on back. Thank you.
hold on. I don't want people to think, because he said, where's the proof? Nobody has any proof. No, we do.
Yeah, lots.
But nobody wants to come forward. Nobody wants to speak out. Nobody wants their name out there. Nobody wants to be attacked like Penny gets attacked. Nobody wants that. So even though we have it, I'm respecting these people's wishes and not putting it out there, because they asked me not to, because they don't want the heat. They don't want to be doxxed. They don't want to feel shame. They just want to heal and move on and, you know, try to get over it. But, you know, whatever Lizzie's issue with me is, it is 100% about Brad. Whatever any of those people's issues who changed their names to doxing trolls, it's Brad. Because for what other reason? And then you have to ask yourself, after seeing proof after proof after proof after proof, what in the hell is wrong with you?
It's something, you know what it is? It's some sort of persecution complex, quite naturally. But the other thing it is it's some sort of like redemptive. It's some sort of redemptive. I don't know. Like, he is really on this trek to try to fucking redeem himself. And it's like, bro, like, by the time you feel comfortable enough to come out and you think the lie is masked enough, like, bro, we don't care anymore. Like, I'm only doing this now because of, you know, what he did to Griff.
He keeps popping back up in some way. Yeah. And Griff said his name. He even said half of Lizzie. He said Liz. And then he and then he kept alluding to that there was some sort of female in the equation that made him believe that Brad had a jet. And when the hotel room got called, you could hear, I had spent enough time on the phone with that man. I can tell that was him on the phone. I heard his voice. I had an earbuds in. They were really loud. I heard that shit. I played it back. I listened again. Played it back, and I listened again and again and again. Plus, Griff said his name. That was him.
Who's Crime Beauty?
I don't know.
Hold on. Hello.
Hi, Benny. I just have a few questions.
Is it pertaining to Ernie Shell or Brad? Okay, go ahead.
I'm just curious. I was the one asking questions in the chat. So, how did he come across to you when you first met him?
You know, from immediately after I caught that Mike dude with the funeral, the $3,000. Immediately after that, let me say, before that, like 2 or 3 days before that, I had got Brad's info. Like, you know, we just did what we did on our side and came up with the way to, you know, to get with him. And so, you know, messed around and called him at the house. And we talked, and I told him how big a piece of shit he was for having his name on all of that merch and all that stuff. And so I, you know, was basically like, bro, you know, you need to separate yourself from that merchandising and that money and all that jazz. And I'm like, it's going to go sour, bro, because on the...
I just want to welcome keyz Candle. As she says in her comment, she's changed her name. I'll just read the comment. Hello, Sharon Down Under and all in chat. Great to see you, Griffy. This is Kay Johnson. change names to the candle girl, which I did finally get in the mail first of the week from Chase. So that was the candle from the marathon auction, the Kay Johnson one. And I'm so glad you finally got it, Kay. That's something positive. And you paid a lot of money for that candle, like $200. I'm pretty sure that's what it was from memory. And she's only just got it from Chase now. So at least it's a tiny little positive. But welcome. Thanks for coming in, Kay. Oh, damn. I've just got to turn this off because... No, you go away. Hang on, guys. I hope that hasn't been beeping the whole time. Not son. I would never talk about a child. Okay, sweet Justice. So are you going... Please do not do... Okay, someone's grabbed it. Thanks, guys. We just don't need that stuff happening. Yeah, I'm really happy. But it all went towards the reward fund that Kay bought that candle with, the $200. 4 months to get it. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm pleased that you finally received it though, Kay. That's good news. 15, yeah, okay, we'll keep going.
Oregon versus West Case out of Cal City. There was a lady that did some billboard stuff, and I tell you what, like there was so much BS wrapped around the billboards. It's just kind of that common thread when you try to crowdsource funds for things, and it's just not like people are able like Brad to sneak in. You have these issues when you run into the sort of boots on the ground mentality. You can have look at a Jody Sue, for instance, right? Like, is that, why are none of these people that are boots on the ground like regular people from regular boots on the ground scenarios? Like, I don't know. But, Brad was in person. He was real squirrely, like, yeah. And, told like quite a few lies just in the few hours I was with him. And it was just like, dude, like everything he told me, like he brought a piece of wood out, like a log of wood, like a 3-foot log of wood that he would sit on and look at. Like when I went, like I talked to Candace about it, and she was like, no, that piece of wood was out there when she was out there. And I'm like, oh God, dude. Like every fucking thing that dude said was a lie. Everything.
Wow. Did he look like he showered every day or something?
Man,
like
I don't want to, add homage him, but I'll just be honest, like, no, he came and he had holy jeans and he was grubby and yeah, like,
well,
just...
one of my friends said that he did not smell fresh.
Yeah, and I wasn't smoking cigarettes and shit, but like, yeah, it kind of seemed like,
Wait, hold on, Benny, you lying right now. You are lying right now, Benny.
I said I don't want to ad hominem, right? Like man, the dude was dingy and dusty than a motherfucker, man.
Bro, you told me he smelled like a racket set or something.
I said he smelled like a fucking a socket set.
Yeah, man, that took me out.
I said he smelled like a Craftsman socket set.
Told my husband, I said, Benny said he smelled like a ratchet set or something.
That fool said like he smelled like some roadside tools.
Oh shit.
Yeah. He smelled like chainsaw oil.
What about when
oh my god, I don't know what any of those things smell like.
Man, shit.
Oh, it smells manly.
What about when you first saw
yeah, like, oh goodness. Well, so she was like, I didn't even know who she was when I was covering the Cash Gurney case, and I want to mention today, we got some bad news in terms of the Cash Gurney case, but it's God is good, and we're going to win. But today, Darian Brown was found incompetent in a Dallas County court, so he'll be sent to Vernon, Texas, to a psychiatric competency. It's a place where they try to get him fit to go to court. So that's kind of a blow today. But she used to come, just up the street from me here and cover the Cash Gurney case, but I was just so in my own zone doing that I didn't even know who she was until afterwards. So when I saw her down at the bottom of the hill, like when I walked down, it's like when you see the picture that Molly peddles of herself, she looks like she's tall, long legs. Right. She's in like, no, bro, like she's short and like just doesn't look like that at all. Like at all. I mean, it's just like, holy shit, how. And that's the thing. I don't want to go deep off into her, but it's like it trips me out when I hear. It trips me out when I hear her. Oh, I've got an autograph photo. Like she sells pictures of what she used to look like before She paid all this money to cut on her face to look. I mean, she paid to look like this. And it's like, but she keeps paying to look like this, but showing the old pictures. And you're like, what is in this woman's, like, what? I think they must have cut too deep. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but like, she just like, it clearly cut any cord of truthfulness. Like, this bitch can't tell the truth to save like the Pope, like for real.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah, but enough about her. It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I was curious about Brad because I know you met him, and he always appeared that way to me, on camera. He always appeared that he wasn't
Right.
very clean. So sorry, I just got off of work, so I'm not looking so hot right now.
Girl, please, girl, you got it going on from dusk till dawn.
All right, well, thank you.
All right, beautiful. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Fizzle, what's the drizzle?
Oh, did you check private chat?
Well, tell her to come on up. Looking ass. No time like the present. Yeah, absolutely. Is it down there still right now? Damn, that's a big one right there. Are we sure?
What, me? Yes, I'm sure.
Okay, all right. Let me put the link down in the chat.
It's good, I thought.
Oh, is it? Okay, yeah, come on up. You're welcome to come on up. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, Miss Brandy. Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam. Come on up.
Hey, Benny, some of the Cash App proof that you and I have. This situation is where some of that was supposed to have gone.
Right. I remember that. Yes, I do remember that. Uh-oh. Dum. Roswell, baby. Made some comments about the Wells boys. Okay, put her out. Please put her out. Put Roswell out. It's no offense, babe, but you can't make shots at the boys. So that's, and I absolutely trust innocent until proven guilty's. We ain't doing that. So we've got a special guest. Gonna go ahead and bring her up. Hello, beautiful.
Good morning, Benny.
How are you, lovely?
Wow. Sorry, I look like shit. I just woke up.
Bring her mic up some, Benny.
Girl, you look like Sunday morning. Quit that.
Hey, Griffy.
Good morning. I
There you
hear
are.
Mr. Brad has my name in his mouth,
Again.
saying that I fake moved, that I didn't actually lose my home.
Wow. Who did he say that to, Griffy?
It was on your recording, apparently.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
See that?
Hold on. Let's make you big. Ooh, where you at?
That is my latest tenant monthly statement.
Yep.
That I paid for the new place. See, doxing my own name over there.
Griffy.
That's the address. There is the amounts that I paid, and the date. There you go. 01/01/2021, 01/02/2022.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's the range. So this statement is the newest one I got, considering the fact I've only been living at this new residence for 19 days.
Wow. Well, I want to tell you congratulations on the new move. If it's good for you. You're welcome.
Yeah, well, I had to, unfortunately, give up my dogs.
Oh,
Going
no.
from a house into an apartment. But yeah, what can we do? I'm waiting for him to tell people that I fake doing that too.
So would you, I got cued in on all the math, Griffy, but it was roughly about $1,700 that he siphoned out that was supposed to go to you, correct?
Well, I only heard about one specific person sending him $1,700 that was supposed to go to me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was in two different transactions. One came in 1,000 and then one came in 700.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now the thing is, I've never said.
Sweet justice, no. Just no. If you cannot see what most people can see, this is not a channel for you. It's easy. Just leave if you're not into Penny and Benny. That's completely up to you. But I think you're wasting your time in here if that's your objective, is to come in here and trash Benny and Penny. Yeah? So do you want to leave by yourself or would you like some assistance? I don't give a fuck anymore. Seriously, since I started this live, I've lost 9 subs. People, I do not care if you leave or unsub. This is still going to happen. I'm not going to sit here and pretend. Yeah, no, not happening. Who I align myself with and who I respect, it's my channel. I'm allowed to do that. Welcome, Duchess. Thank you so much for coming in. But please know that I do respect Penny and Benny, and I will not have it in this room. Yeah? Okay. Let's move forward. If you need clarification, we can help you exit. But please don't. Didn't know, Chase. I would appreciate it if you're mature enough to actually listen to what 423 Chase and Lizzie are about and have an open mind. If you're willing to do that, then, but do not bash Benny or Penny or Griffy or anyone else that I care about. I've already timed out once. Next time will be a full block.
Said anything because I am not that person who gave that money, and it's not my story to tell. I was told about it, but I can't go on air and say, oh, guess what? This person has been sending like 700 and 1,000 that they asked him to send to me, which he never did.
Was there an issue with sending it directly to you?
Nope, but he said there was.
So he just jumped in front of it was what he did.
Yeah. Basically, the person trusted, at that stage, everybody and their mother trusted him. So the person sent it to him because he was the one that originally approached me and said, I hear you guys are having problems. I would like to help. Now, anybody who knows me knows that the first thing I say is, don't worry about it. I got it covered. Just keep me in your prayers, please.
Yeah.
And he said, you're not my mama. I want to help you, and I'm going to. Right.
So his helping you meant that he was going to take the money that other people. So let me ask you this: was he going? Do you think that was he going to try to act as if the money that he was going to give to you actually came from him and not someone else?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it kind of started sounding like.
From the jump, it was, don't worry, I'll have it for you by this day or that day or the other. And every time it was a new day. It was, yeah, don't worry, it'll be there by Wednesday or by Thursday. And then every day it would just be another story. Where the only thing that he does not have on me is any receipts of me asking him for money.
Right.
I asked him once on a Discord message, which I can't prove. Nita was having a problem, right? And Nita was talking to Brad regarding the Sunshine Fund, and Brad was talking to me separately about helping me and stuff.
Stella's your wife, correct?
Yeah, Stella's
okay.
my wife.
Okay.
Now, during that time, Nita was having a problem. So the one and only time that I had ever asked Brad Wishons for anything was when I sent him a Discord message asking him, from that money that you're planning to send me, could you please send $300 of that to Nita because she's going to be having problems with her car. She's got problems regarding her car. Can you take of the money that you were sending me, take $300 off of that and send it to her? That was the only way that I knew of helping her, because I was also sitting in a situation.
I mean, here you are. Somebody's already earmarked $1,700 to you, and you're like, listen, one of my friends is in need, so in my time of need, please let me delegate $300 of my own money to Nita.
Yeah.
So you didn't get your $1,700, and Nita never got her $300.
Nope.
Man.
Now, as far as I know, he did cash app Nita $300 at some point, but I'm not aware of the details surrounding that. I know it had something to do with her car, and I know that things went sideways from there, and he's been having his mouth full about that.
Yeah, it's like every single person he fucking deals with, Griffy, it goes bad.
Yeah. Now, the only reason why I mentioned that was I'll give my receipts. I'll give my receipts to you, to anybody else who wants them. You can have all my Discord conversations with Brad that I have. And then you tell me where I asked that man for money in the first place.
He's got a hero complex. And, that's part of the fantasy, right? It's I think for him, it wasn't really ever.
Thank you so much, Glitter, because with your comments, I'm guided by what we can say or what I can say. Now, Glitter has the comment up there. So the $1,700, we've all known for months, a few months, that Diana donated that money through Chase to be given to Griffy and Stella for their move, okay? This is one of the major things that hasn't been spoken about because we were trying to protect Diana and her wishes, and I haven't said that. I didn't know whether it was, I still didn't know up until I've just read Glitter's comment that Diana donated that. I can now see that it's okay to say it. But Diana gave Chase the $1,700 to give to Griffy and Stella for the move, and he didn't pass it on. So this is one of the things that we couldn't speak about out of respect. Yeah, I know, Glitter, $1,700. He kept it. And it was his running around, robbing Peter to play Paul type situation that he obviously lives in day after day after day. But he was caught. And for people who are going to say, oh yeah, anyone could say that they give him this amount of money and they didn't, we've seen the transactions. We've seen the receipts of these transfers. So please, before any negative Nancy's want to come and say, yeah, well, where's the receipts? We 100% have seen those receipts. So it's true. Believe me, I would not come on here and be so passionate about this if it was not facts. And those of you that have been with me for ages know I wouldn't do it unless it was okay with everyone involved. And that's why I haven't mentioned Diana. But I'm sort of being guided right now with what I can and can't say. Is Diana here? Yeah, we do love Diana, and all we've ever wanted is justice for Diana. Glitter, isn't it? Like that's, and for all the victims. But Diana, if you're in here, we love you. We've got you. And we'll keep going, guys.
About sending the money necessarily, because from what I gather, like he did send some money to different people, but it was more about the way, it's either the power he felt from the lie, or else, the way that person propped him up when he said, "Oh, I'll help you," and then not go and help them after that, right? So he did so much of that. Like there was a young man named Josh that was in my chat. He's a single dad, and he's going through school, last semester of school, and just didn't have the money to really do much for Christmas for his two kids. And Brad, while I'm on a live, he sees the guy in the chat, and Brad, he calls me, he's like, "Hey, get his information, we're going to do his Christmas." And then I just was out of sight, out of mind. I made the connection, and then it was like after, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 days after Christmas, I was like, "Hey, Josh, did you get set up or whatever?" And he was like, "Man, I never heard from that dude." And I was like, "What?" It was like he did all of that just because it was on a live and there was a lot of people watching. I was like, this dude is a royal piece of canine dog shit. Like,
true.
Yeah.
He also,
Sorry, I'm just going to add this because in 33 seconds it'll go and I'll forget. I have to say this right now. I don't know if you guys were here well in the videos, but you can go back and watch them. When I was making the actual quilt for Chase, he made 3 $100 transactions, super chats, to me during 3 different lives. What I'm going to do, guys, is go back and get the links for those 3 videos, and I'm going to put them in the description of this video where you guys can see that he donated 3 $100 super chats. Okay. When all this started happening and we as a group started looking into and investigating the money side of 423 Chase Brad Wishon, it come to light as well that that money was on days that Diana had transferred Chase money. So it was actually Diana's money that I received from Chase as super chats, because he's got a guilty conscience that I'm sitting here sewing a fucking quilt together for a dying man or a man who's having treatment for a fake illness. And I have wanted to say this so many times, but out of love and respect to Diana, I haven't. But I have offered and offered to give her back her $300, and she will not. She says no, she doesn't want it back. That is what a scumbag this guy is. That is fact, and I wish I could have said it sooner, but Chase never donated it. Well, in one respect he did, but he's scammed it off Diana. And the ones he sent Doug a couple of $100 super chats as well. Guess where that come from? Hi, Libby, you're back. How are you? And Diana's she refuses to let me give it back to her. And the offer is still there every single day, Diana. For Griffy and Summer. He used Diana's dollars that was meant for Griffy and Summer. Exactly. Oh, hi, Pippi Longstockings. How are you? You were here for that. I must say I was so relieved to know you aren't the one that donated the big bucks, but you busted your bum making that beautiful quilt. Yeah, I sit on my butt at a sewing machine. It's not like it's hard labor or anything, Pippi. I'm just more pissed that he took advantage of so many beautiful, caring people. I did nothing but feel the same way you guys did. It's just pathetic. We'll keep going, guys.
he also pulled that same rap with another person specifically that I know of, and a few others regarding that Sunshine Fund that he had Nia running around for, that he was going to be donating. First it was $5,000, then it was $10,000, and then it all turned out to be, oh no, Nia scammed everybody out of everything, except the fact that she can get shit.
Right, like she didn't get a damn thing.
No.
Fizzle. Penny,
Yes.
do you have anything to add to this at this point?
About Griffy?
Yeah, about this.
Well, I know she's telling the fucking truth.
No, I know that. I'm just saying, is there anything that you want to add, maybe that she hasn't, or to this aspect of it?
I just want to say that was like a really shitty thing to do. is to not pass on the money that was allocated for her, because had she not know, if she would have known that that wasn't going to come, that it wasn't ever going to come, she would have made other arrangements, and it wouldn't have been such a big thing if she would have known. But he kept the money that was intended for her. It was for her, and he kept it. $1,700 for her and her family, and he kept it.
Now,
he kept it.
But doesn't he claim? He claims that the PayPal still has that money tied up, is what he claims, correct?
It wasn't sent on PayPal.
Where was it sent? Cash App?
It was sent on Cash App.
Okay, but he keeps saying it's tied up in the PayPal, though.
I don't know what the fuck money he's talking about tied up in the PayPal.
Because he was supposed to send mine via PayPal because we do not have Cash App in
See?
South Africa.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a PayPal, and he kept saying to the person we know, Fizzle, he keeps saying that money, like where it came from, Fizzle, he keeps saying that fucking money is tied up in the PayPal and it hasn't been released.
And he could have turned that money. He could have went to Walmart and got a Western Union or anything like that, and he could have took that money straight from Cash App and paid for it right there in the store and sent it straight to Griffy. So miss me with that bullshit. It's tied up in no fucking PayPal. No, the fuck it wasn't. It was sent on Cash App. Take your ass to the fucking Walmart. All right, there on Fort Henry Drive, right across from the goddamn billboard.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. So essentially, Griffy, the trickle down effect from Brad, stopping that blessing for you was that you had to pick up residence and move. Am I correct?
Well, basically we were evicted before I even had any correspondence with Brad. It was while I was still on Mystery Angel panel that my mother's boyfriend was kind enough to tell us, listen, I sold this house, so you guys got to fuck off and you got to like go now. And yeah, that's when our world imploded.
And you know what? And not only that, whenever he was saying that shit was tied up in PayPal, on a live, we had, I think it was Libby sent through PayPal to Griffy, Dutchie sent through PayPal to Griffy. Wasn't shit tied up. Shit tied up with a fucking tongue in your fucking mouth and telling all those goddamn lies.
Griffy.
Yeah.
What's your PayPal, honey?
I'll have to get it to give it to you. I'll post it for you in a private chat then.
Yeah, please do. Because I want to, let me see. Do I have something? Hey, Fizzle, you have a PayPal, right?
I don't have a PayPal that I have access to. It's been like since the beginning of 2008 that I've used PayPal.
Okay. I'm gonna man, I got Cash App money but no PayPal. I've got something in my PayPal. Griffy, go ahead and post it in there, and then I'm gonna send you something right now. But I will say, and this is not me soliciting for Griffy because you guys know I don't do that. But what I'll say is that there is a trickle down economic that they're still dealing with in terms of having their blessings stifled by Mr. Wishons. So I would like to say that if you've got if you got something else, if you got a little something you can share. Let's see here.
And I don't want to say the she's name, but she, the one that sent the money, even said, I want to give extra so they don't have to worry about it for longer.
Right. Yeah, that's really fucked up. That's really, really fucked up. It's not letting me, hold on. Here we go. There, I'll do it this way. I'm sorry, Griffy.
But
You're
you really
welcome.
don't send me anything.
No, forget about it.
My only point of giving you that PayPal is so that you can see that South Africa is not a terrorist country and everybody and their mother can send a PayPal to me.
That's
without
it.
a problem.
Is that what he said? It was a terrorist issue?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's a terrorist country, and therefore the transaction is not allowed and it's delayed and this way and that way and the other. And I had quite a giggle considering the fact that another YouTuber actually went and did a Wikipedia search on her own live stream. She's not a big channel. On her own live stream, she did a Wikipedia search, is South Africa a terrorist country? And she came up with quite an interesting answer. No, it is not.
It's actually not that interesting. His answer is the interesting one, right? Oh, cow. Hold on. Let me do this really quick. I'm going to send you what I got in here, love. It is at Griffy83, guys.
Yeah, with 3 Fs.
3 Fs. I'm sorry.
GRIFFFY 83.
There you go. And we will send you what's in here, lovey.
I had to do it that way. Apparently, there are plenty of other Griffies.
And that's okay. You're the only one with 3 Fs.
Well, there are other Fs, so I added the Y and the extra F.
There you go. It's on the way, love.
Thank you. I really appreciate it, but you didn't need to send me anything.
Well, you know what I can say is that it isn't a terrorist country, but it will charge you $1.75 to send it. So, Brad, you fucking liar. Sorry. Hold on. Oh, I think hold on. Oh, I gotta put less in there. Sorry. Let me go.
Swan and Berry wants to know if you're getting her PayPal.
Swan and Berry. Hold on 1 second. Fizzle. At Griffy. I see what I did. I didn't put enough in for the transfer.
for the dollar transfer.
Yeah. We'll do 30. There we go. That'll do it. Swan and Berry. Yes, I did. Thank you so much, lovely. Part of that is going to help Griffy right now. There you go, Griffy.
Thank you very much, Benny.
You're so welcome, honey. You're so welcome. You are so welcome. I wish that they had the Cash App option. But if you guys got something to spare, then, please shoot something at Griffy, because she's a victim of Mr. Wishon in the worst kind of way. Like, she's had to. How long were you in that place, Griffy?
Well, we had to be out of that place by November 30th.
I'm saying, how long did you live there before you were forced to leave?
We were there for 2 years, almost 3 years.
Did you like it there?
Well, it was okay, but the thing is, because we were close to family, and it was very close to my mother and my grandmother, but it started getting very turbulent and violent, considering the fact that, well, not physically violent, but my mother threw my grandmother out of the house. My grandmother is 88 years old.
Whoa.
Just because my grandmother did not agree with my mother's boyfriend's disrespect. Right.
So it sounds like unfortunately, that there was really a blessing in the end of this, because it seems like you're probably in a much a much better environment for your own spirituality and all of that jazz.
Same, as well as my children.
Yeah.
Calamity Jade Pleasant says, Griffy, do you mind if others send you a pay it forward kindness? I'd like to. I just want to say that Griffy always pays it forward.
Always. I know that.
Griffy has given her last to help somebody else. I've seen it.
That's partially how she got into the situation she was in, and then all of a sudden let me be very clear. What happened to Griffy is what happens to so many of us when we actually make ourselves vulnerable enough to accept help. And it's at that point, when you would try to accept some help, that somebody blocks your blessing, and you're like, must be I wasn't good. And like, that's when I've had my blessings blocked. I always feel like, what's wrong with me? Like, why did that happen to me? And you got to just accept the fact that somebody bad stepped in front of that blessing.
Well, for anybody who is interested, though, in seeing, you can see the old place with the live streams that I did. I also have photographs I took of the day that we packed, so I can show that. And the last live stream I did on my own channel, I showed this place with the old person, the old owner's furniture in it.
Yeah.
With the virtual walkthrough, basically. Then I took my phone, I got my ass up, I went to the front door, and I walked through the place and showed every single room to show as comparison. Did I move into this place, yes or no?
And it's a shame that we would even have to do that, because there's still
Absolutely.
fuckheads going around saying that you're lying. The only liar is the one who took the money that was supposed to be for you.
Yeah, the only one that lied is the one that created the lie. And it's so. Let me ask you this, Griffy. What was it? Pardon my French. Was it a real motherfucking struggle in order to get your funds back together? In order to get?
Yes, considering the fact with the huge delay that happened, and us not being able to be out of the place on November 30th like we were supposed to.
They charged you?
They charged me, and they double charged me. I had to pay 10,000 Rand from November to the end of December, and I had to pay 10,000 Rand again from the end of December to the end of January. And luckily, we could move into this place on January 31st. Well, also I had to pay movers then to move us.
Right. What is 10,000 Rand? What is the turnover in American?
That would be around about. Let me do the swap out for you.
Because I guess what I'm trying to calculate is that 1,700 in American dollars, does that go further in South Africa? Like, that was quite a blessing, right?
Yeah, $1,700 is a real blessing in South Africa. I mean, that, because you consider yourself, the exchange rate is roughly like what, $15 for 15 Rand for $1 roughly.
Oh,
so
wow.
$10,000, 10,000 Rand South African would be $670 US.
Wow.
So $670 US for 2 months in a row, that I had to take that out and pay it, just in order to keep my family safe for another month while I tried to secure a new residence. You can also see that up on this statement. Let me just get that unblurred. There is an amount of 16,400 Rand. That was the deposit I had to pay on this place.
Wow. PayPal gang. Let's see what we got here.
So there, I would like to ask Brad Wishons, where the fuck did I lie, asshole?
Oh, you just got a real. Hey, Griffy. It is Christmas time. It is Christmas time, honey. Okay. Now, wow. This is from one of my very good friends. I'm not going to dox her. I'm just going to say, thank you, sweetie. Thank you, H. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to forward this over to you now. I want to see your face. I want to see Griffy's. Hey, Fizzle, watch Griffy's face, okay?
Okay.
You know, ain't got a poker face of shit, right?
And you know what? During all of this time where Griffy was fucked over and just trying so hard to keep her family above water, she would be on people's, lives, joking with them and smiling, her and Stella, and inviting people on their panel, joking, asking people how they were doing. Man, bro.
Hold on, I gotta make it. I gotta put more money in for the dam. Hold on. Okay, let's go to. Hold on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, hold on. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Okay. That's perfect math, actually.
Holy fucking hell.
What? What happened?
Stella.
What happened, Griffy? Griffy, what just happened, Griffy?
Check Stella's face.
Stella! Stella!
Thank you so very, very much.
You're welcome, lovely.
We really appreciate that. Now she's got her hand on.
Yeah, like it's God is good, right?
Yes.
Yeah. She said yes.
Yes. And you guys are also. I mean, that's the one thing I don't get is the fact that what Penny said earlier is true. I try to help everybody I can. When I come across somebody that needs help, I do my damnedest to help them.
Oh, I know you do.
Just think about it. I mean, I was struggling, being thrown out of my own home, trying to find another home for my children and my grandmother along that, and still managed to take some time out of my day to go and ask a scamming asshole to send me the $300 for her car out of my money.
Wow. I hope that I hope that I hope that is a little consolation. I mean, it's not, I'm sorry that it's all this time later and that and all of that, but that there's good people out here, and we don't have to have these long relationships in order to just be good to one another, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just basic humanity.
It really is.
You don't have to, come on. You only have to be a half decent person to show some kind of compassion for other people. Like, where was the compassion in holding back?
I just want to say, on top of Griffy's comment, absolutely, JFTKGG, we know that you're lurking. We know that you're watching. So where are your receipts, girl? We want to see them. We're asking you over and over again, Gigi. Come forward with your shit. It's not hard, as you can see. This is fact. The truth. Gigi, just too gutless to come on panel with your lies and accusations. We know it. You know it. Just saying.
Back money that was intended for her.
I'll tell you what, this donor here, she's a beautiful woman inside and out, and she's a special lady. Yeah. So I'm so thankful to you for that, Miss H. You are phenomenal.
Thank you very much, Miss H.
Yeah, thank you, Miss H. Thank you so much.
Really appreciate it.
Yes.
And people like Brad and his team, his people. They make me feel like, it's what is the point? Like, what is the point of trying to help or being here or making friends or caring or whatever? And it does kind of make you lose faith. But then I go back to my Discord room, which Griffy is a part of, and man, oh man, how many of us are in there in our special room? I don't know.
About 10.
How many? 10? Yeah, about 10. And every one of them, all of my ladies, all of my friends, all of the men, couldn't ask for better. I really couldn't.
I just had to do a little duck lip selfie for my sweetie. Oh, guess what? She is now this lady is this beautiful young lady is now asking for your PayPal directly. So.
Okay, well, I dropped it in the private chat to you.
No. She wanted it by text. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
It's also pinned to the top of chat.
Thank you, Miss H. And I tell you, I love you like a fat kid loves cake. You know that. She gave me a red heart for my for my duck face. So,
Penny,
Yes.
is there something you can confirm or deny for me, which is something else that Benny can actually?
well, I can confirm that you need to check your account here very, very shortly. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
Benny?
Yes, ma'am.
What was my electricity and water supply cut off on the 29th of November, all the way until the last 3 days before we moved out of the old residence? We had no electricity, we had no water.
I heard that echo even way over on my side too, because that's when I started hearing the different things that Lizzie was involved in. Like that's what really I started getting a greater, I got an encompassing idea of what the hell was actually going on. I really did.
And it was during that time, because I also had people asking, how can she be up on panels and how can she be on the internet when she has no electricity? You know what? I was using my ex's computer, and I stated that many times. And you could actually see on the webcam I was in a different place.
Yeah. So, well, let me tell you what, Miss Griffy. I sure hate that, that everything went awry, and I'm glad that you're, that you came out the other side actually somewhat better, in a sense. Like you had to sharpen your iron and sharpen your sword on different things, but here you are, and you look lovely. You have a glow.
Thank you.
Do you have any more comments, questions, concerns?
Well, if anybody has any questions for me, I'll happily answer them. But yeah, or anybody else who would like to see all the receipts, please let me know. I'll give them.
I think that what I really would like to do is I thought that last night I would be able to tempt Brad to come up and talk about this, and then I thought, well, fizzle less. Then I found this video today that I had forgotten that I had because there was information in it that was like, well, I talked to Fizzle and she's like, yeah, I don't do nothing with it. If he's going to serve me paperwork, like let him serve me paperwork, and then whatever we said. But so listening to that today,
Serve paperwork for telling the fucking truth. Fuck out of here, you stupid bitch.
Yeah. No, listening to that today, like it hits different today even than it hit when we did it. Like, in Rap View, one of my moderators, my beloved moderators, he said it best. He was like this didn't age well, right? Like it didn't, none of the things that this man told us to be on the lookout for ever happened. Ever, nothing. I don't know. I'm just, and I feel like, unfortunately, in this crazy, minuscule way, like I'm re-victimizing people by telling the story, not even telling the story, but just playing the video of the man's story. You know what I mean? Like, bro, like it's just.
I think people need to fucking know the story until.
Did it go through, Griffy?
Until it's safe for people to come out and tell.
Should be another one coming through pretty quick.
Yeah.
It came through.
Yeah. It did. Thank you very much, Ms. H. Wow.
So God is
gang
gang.
in your face, Brad.
Gang. You see, I do listen on occasion.
Hey, guess what? I don't even want to know. That's between you and her, and that's why she did it that way. But I'm assuming that you're getting caught up, right? Are we pretty close to getting caught up?
I am, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Ooh.
That's all. That's all. Hey, Griffy, you go pay some fucking bills today, or you go do something.
I definitely will, because I can actually show you paperwork over here of me having talks with the school. They want to wrap my ass for some school fees.
Well,
thank you very much. That's really helping.
Can you give us an update here pretty soon and just let us know? Can you do that?
Definitely.
Okay.
I can definitely do that.
I'm just, I'm just feeling the love right now. I'm doing some self-soothing. Like I'm feeling good.
My heart's pretty much beating out of my chest.
Is it?
But I'm happy you're happy.
I mean, I'm gloating over. Can you hear me well right now?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gloating over the heart of someone that is just phenomenal. And you know who you are, H. You are a very, very special woman. And, wow. So much love to you. Like if you want me to come out there and sweep floors or do dishes, like this lady's somebody in the real world too. Like really somebody. So God bless you, Miss H.
I agree. God bless you, Miss H. And thank you very much.
Well, look she's still breathing hard.
I don't know who Miss H is, but thank you so much for helping Griffy and Stella and their family on behalf of the community. It shows that there are still beautiful, caring, loving people out there doing the right thing. Oh my God. I'm so elated to see Stella and Griffy smiling, and you know, they've been through hell and back, even to the point when they did eventually get to move in to their apartment, the electricity meter was broken, so their fridge and freezer especially their freezer that was full of food went off because they had no power for the first 4 days of living in their brand new apartment, because she had to get the people from the electricity company to come out and repair it. Why? I'm still pissed with the owners that they weren't upfront with her, because they would have known, surely, and they didn't let her know prior to moving in that the meter was dodgy. So all their food they had in the freezer, everything went off, and trying to catch up to just restock that is a big thing. So Miss H, whoever you are, we appreciate everything you did, and you have the most giving heart. That's awesome to see. Makes me all happy for you guys. True, Miss Susan, I can show those receipts too. We know you've got all your receipts, Griffy, but I want to see Gigi's receipts. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Miss H. Elena's, yeah, I was almost crying last night. So sweet of that lady. Well, I never got to see it till about an hour before I come live, because I fell asleep, Elena's view. It was midnight before my visitors left when I very first started watching this 4-hour live. So I fell asleep even before Griffy come on. And I've caught all this morning and thought, oh my God. So how that person come in here and want to bash Benny and Penny, do you guys sort of see why that's not ever going to happen here? Because what they've done just here on this live, it reinstates all the good things I felt prior to Brad Wishons. How can you bash and trash Benny and Penny for exposing Brad in this live that we're playing? I just can't get my head around. Yeah, that I just don't understand. Her food spoiled. I know, a whole freezer and fridge full. Glitter. Yeah, cold showers. No Wi-Fi. My God. You can see what my... No, I'm joking. I'm joking about the Wi-Fi. But yeah, she was quiet for days, and I was messaging her like, are you guys okay? Because I normally every afternoon when they wake up, I will get a message from Griffy. How are you, Miss Sharon? You know, just checking to see if you're all right. Because there's a heap of us that share really personal things about what we're going through in life. And the beautiful people that I've met through this platform absolutely weigh out people like Brad Wishons. But he is still doing his shit. He is still ripping people off and scamming them, and it still needs to be spoken about. And so does Lizzie, because she supports him. So in my eyes, she is just as much to blame. She knows. We'll keep going for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? All I have to say is that, you know, Bitcoin is good, right? So with that being said, Miss Griffy, is it morning time or nighttime there? Where are you at?
Morning.
What
8 a.m.
is it, Monday or Sunday?
Sunday.
Sunday.
Saturday.
Oh, you're a day behind us.
No,
Today's Friday, Benny.
it's Friday too.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's Saturday morning, the 19th of February, 8 a.m.
Blame it on this, would you?
You want to know a funny fact about South Africa?
There's no marijuana there.
We are legal for it.
Oh, really?
It's legal over here for personal consumption, but we have no weed shops.
Yeah, so that's what it's just that gray area in the law, right? It's when they don't have the consumer outlet ready to go at the same time that the law hits. So it's like it's this funny thing where like what it encourages is essentially it's an inadvertent boost to the black market, because right now they're like, you can have it, but we don't have a place for you to go buy it legally. So you go buy it from the black market, and if you get caught with it, you're okay.
What about, are you allowed to grow it yourself?
You're allowed to grow for personal use.
Okay.
But if
The
they
same
catch you with a
situation.
backyard full of weed, that's a bit more than personal use.
Yeah, I think where I'm at, you can have like, I think it's like four plants, I think. I don't even, like, no, I'm just not even going to try. Like, no.
And the irony of the situation, I don't have a backyard no more.
Well, hell, you got a closet. I'm just kidding.
Talk to City. She can tell you how to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll hide it under grandma's bed. She won't mind.
She won't mind. Do you partake?
When I'm able.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, go enjoy your day, Miss Griffy. Just thank God. Yeah, thank God.
Thank
God
you.
is good.
Thanks for having me up here, and thanks for everything, Benny. And
Love you,
chat
Griffy.
to wonderful folks. As I said, I just wanted to come up here because I don't hide behind other people like Mr. Brad.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if there's nothing to hide, why hide? You know?
Look she's still flushed. Look at her. She's she started out pretty white Caucasian. Now she's red. Look at her, girl.
I'm tomato status. I can go get in the fridge now.
There you go, lovely. There you go.
Have a lovely day, guys. And thank you for having me up here on panel.
We'll stay in
Have a
touch.
good day, Griff.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Love you. Wow.
I love that. In your motherfucking face, y'all.
Bradley, you know what you did, bro, is you really just created a situation where where Griffy is stronger than she was before you fucked her over. And then someone special to me saw the growth in her and gave her blessing back, bro. Gave her blessing straight back, bro. You watched it in real time right here, Bradley. Somebody just bought your bill, bro. A friend of mine just bought your bill. Dude. And so this is also a testament to Griff. Bro, the possibilities could have been endless, bro. It could have been endless.
You don't have to. I mean, come on now. Like, oh, gosh. Nobody here is perfect. Nobody here is pretending to be. But I think the thing that we all have in common is we care.
I know somebody that's pretty fucking close to perfect. And she showed up on time tonight. I'm so taken back because I already know what she did. I know what H did. And I don't want to say her name because she didn't tell me to or not to, but I know what the hell she just did. And it just, it's really a testament to me. It's a testament to what I feel like we've built here is a place where people can come and they can talk about being vulnerable, up to, of course, up to their specific comfortability level, but to come here and make themselves vulnerable again.
Yeah.
And then for a blessing to just come out of that's the power of God in real time. Yeah. Some people will sit here and say, oh, it's this, that, or the third. But guess what? Like, you don't know what's in the heart of my friend H, and you don't know what's in Griffy's heart, and we don't know what's in Brad's heart. All we could ever do is try to assume. And, I'm just so taken back by H. Like, girl, I love you like a fat kid love cake. Go ahead, Fizzle. I'm sorry.
She didn't come up here asking for anything.
Hell no,
she came up here to show receipt, to rectify, the situation that they put on her that made her look less than honest. And she came up here to show proof that she should have never had to have shown, because that wasn't his money to take. As a matter of fact, it wasn't his money to take if he supposedly couldn't send it to her. So if you couldn't send it to her, why not return to sender? Why didn't you cash out it back to where it came from?
Well, I mean, I think we've just proven in theory, like, I don't want, like Griffy, that's your blessing. Don't talk about that blessing with nobody. Not me, not Fizzle, like nobody. But I just know the way God works, and I know the way good people work. And so, I mean, I think we can probably put it together what happened. But like what just happened, bro, was the same fucking thing you should have done back in fucking December. Ain't that right, Fizzle?
November.
Back in fucking November, bro. November, December, January, February's almost over. March is almost here. You mean to tell me almost 4 fucking months that PayPal money's been tied up? And we just showed you right now how that money goes straight fucking through to South Africa. No fucking problem, bro. You got it all fucked up, bro.
And not even like, you can't even say like, oh, well, it's a small amount, that's why it goes through. They hold up larger amounts.
Man, I know my homegirl just did the damn fool in there. So don't you? Yes. Yeah. We caught up to a portion of that. She just told me. We caught up to a portion of that. So she said she just saw Griffy say thank you. She said she was behind a few minutes, and she said it makes her happy. So you are amazing. You're amazing, H.
Okay, guys, I'm not gonna play the last hour, but the link I've dropped in chat, and I will put it in the description. But I take my hat off to Penny and Benny and Griffy for everything on this live. And to answer Katie Kitty with her question about Dr. Latina, I have seen her in a couple of chats. I'm just trying to remember where I've seen Dr. Latina. Dr. Ray. I definitely did see her on one of J is for Justice's panels. And I have seen her in a couple of others recently. She is okay. I think she's just really pulled back with panels and getting caught up in the crossfire of Channels' crossfire, if that makes sense. Yeah, but she's good. You know, I think, and like I've even read comments while we're playing that, how like a lot of you have stopped watching a lot of channels because of the hate and the drama and everything else that happens. And going forward, I'm absolutely gonna keep speaking my mind on Brad Wishons 423 Chase. And as things are allowed to be revealed, yes, I'm still going to do that. So if you want to put that in a classification of drama, crama, whatever the word is, then, you know, I don't care, but it has to be known. Like, I seen Miss Justice's comment way back before. I think she was going out. Isn't that good? I'm so happy for her. That I forgot what I was going to say. Oh my God. Oh, she was on Profiling Evil, Brandy. I haven't seen that. I love Dr. Latina. I think she only ever means good. And that's what I was going to say. So many people have pulled back from so many channels because of all of the craziness that goes on between creators. And it's not fair on our subs that, and I've done it. I've come on here and absolutely lost me shit with Tiffany Marie and Ziggy and different scenarios that really, really feel so important at that minute. And then a couple of hours later, when I've calmed down, I thought, wow, you know, I've just stressed out my whole chat room. But I do understand that a lot of people want that. Like, they thrive on creators losing their shit and going to town on each other. And that's why my channel doesn't grow like other channels, because I will have them moments where I lose it and I'm all crazy. But the majority of the time, I like it to be a happy place where we can all come and just talk about these cases, and we don't have all the dramatics in chat and people hating on each other, and I would rather it be like that. So if it means I don't get another sub, then I'm good with that, guys. I truly am. Because who we have here and everyone that's been in chat today is important to me, every single one of you. And I don't just say that flippantly, like, oh, I just love you all. No, I mean it. It's just like Pippi Longstockings coming into chat before. Do you know Pippi was the very, very first viewer I ever had on a live? I did one live and had my very first live. I didn't have one person. I just sat here for the whole live talking to myself. But the second live I did, Pippi was the very first person. And I remember everybody that has participated in chat. And I recognize when I haven't seen someone and then all of a sudden they're back. If you've got 1,000 people in chat, you don't see you don't develop an attachment to someone when they're amongst so many people. And I prefer it like this. So the 9 people who unsubbed today, I really don't give 2 shits. I really don't. It does not bother me at all because I'm happy. I'm actually really happy that live happened last night because it makes my heart so happy that Griffy and Stella have been here. Hi, John QQ. How are you? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, and it's reinstated the good vibes that good things do happen on here as well as the shitty things. So, waiting on her dollar. Yeah, Glitterazzi. Diana is still waiting on her dollars. Checks in the mail looking ass. I love you, Glitter. You are amazing. You always make me feel special when I show up. I think everyone here feels that way. Oh, thanks, Joan Spring. And I've said it over and over again. I get frustrated when I go into some lives with bigger creators and they honestly do not read their chat. And if they do, they pluck out of their chat the most negative comment and they will go to town on the negative. But they don't shout out to people who are there supporting them and being nice. Why is that? Why is it that they'll pluck out the bad comments and yell and scream and stuff? Why not just talk to your chat? That's what they are here for. I don't understand that. I know I'm still relatively new, but isn't the whole point of a live is to interact with your chat and the people you're trying to communicate with, not just sit there listening to your own voice? Like, I don't get it. I really don't. Does that bike recording? Oh my God, I have to mention, Griffy had a comment back up there to Suzanne Sutherland about being a race car driver, because Griffy and Stella do on Griffy's channel, they'll take us on little trips around South Africa. I've done one little live in the car where I took you guys to another town and we went fabric shopping, and we're going to be doing it again in the next 2 weeks. But yeah, Griffy, when she's driving in South Africa, they have stop signs, but they don't have to stop. Go figure. And Suzanne Sutherland is an Aussie like me. And I'm not joking. If we go through stop signs, we literally have a SWAT team there to pick us up on the other side of the road. Like, it is big shit if you go through a stop sign in Australia and get caught. And yeah, Griffy just speeds. It just cracks us up to no end that they have road rules, but they don't really have to obey them. It's just funny when you're in the live chat while Griffy's driving. So make sure you go over there when she's doing another live driving event, because it is funny as. You can say what you want about Benny, but he's very generous. No one can. Yeah, absolutely, Joan Spring. And that is so evident with when he went live after Griff announced that he needed the $160 and they needed to get home and all that. That story, like Benny went live when he found out about it, offering to give him that money straight up. And that's something good people do. Oh, just love you, John QQ. Your instincts are spot on. Yeah. But it wasn't till he started reading the chat, like he was Benny was interacting with the chat and seeing why it might not be a good idea in a lot of people's thoughts of offering to give Griff Investigates the $160 to get him and his wife home, because apparently he's got no vehicle, because I don't know whether this part is fact. His dog had to have surgery, so he apparently had to sell his vehicle to pay for the vet bill. That to me still sounds a bit dodgy, but it could be fact. I do not know. I know, I love that book too, Gymnastics. But here's Benny, goes live. He's like reaching out to Griff Investigates. Come on up, man, I'm going to give you the money. And then Griff throws it back in his face anyway. It's just, you love road trips, Lisa Jones. Yeah, I was, you can ask Griffy, because I was actually messaging her while I was trying to set the phone up in my car the day I did my one. And I'm like, oh, I'm so nervous. I'm so scared. This is going to be epic fail. And she talked me through it. She said, you'll be completely fine. And she just gave me that little bit of confidence that you'll be right. Don't stress. Because I thought, what if I start driving and I don't know what to talk about? You know, like I'll have all these what if doubts. And she just keeps me grounded and positive things. And I appreciate you, Griffy. And Stella. Traffic, Suzanne Sutherland says, taxi drivers should be jailed then, Griffy. It's crazy. We need a taxi ride, take a camera and do a pre-recorded video so we can get the full effect. Laughing out loud. I'll sponsor that upload. Oh, Glitter, you're so funny. Yeah, she's even taken us grocery shopping in South Africa. And it didn't look that much different to our supermarkets here in Australia. I don't know what I thought it'd be like, but it was very similar. He sold it for drugs. Yeah, well, they're the sort of things I've been hearing too, Joan Spring, but obviously I don't know that to be fact, but I do have questions about, you know, if he's a qualified Boilermaker, we call him in Australia, I just don't understand how he could be in that predicament right now in life. You talk to yourself in the car all the time, Jones. Jackie Jude. A lot of children had Christmas because of Benny. Yep. He's evolving and showing more of who he really is without all of the, like, I don't want him to stop with his little theatrics of his little ditties and his little songs and his little dance, because that's Benny. But as far as the really out there yelling and screaming crazy stuff that I felt like he thought he had to be like that to get, to get people to give him attention. He's now realizing that we want this side of Benny. I think he's a good guy. And I've heard Penny say the word evolving, and that's 100% what's happening. And with her support and them working together, I think it's a great thing. But I'm not going to allow people to come in here and trash and bash them. As Sweet Justice, I guess I'll give her credit that she asked before she did it. She could have just come in here and let fly, but she asked me a question. So hats off to her for that. I always ask myself, so what if? The answer usually involves my ego, and I can let that go. Yeah. Trisha Whistler, how are you? Welcome. Yeah, he really, that's it, Suzanne. He definitely has a better way of expressing himself nowadays. You've hit the nail on the head, girl. You sing like an angel when you're alone, the real Gigi. My mum always said it's okay to talk to yourself as long as you don't answer yourself back. Yeah, I can remember being told that too as a kid. But I do in my own head. I'll sit there and argue with myself. And then I think, is that normal? Should I be arguing with myself? Back then, Benny was being attacked the whole time here on YouTube. A, B, I heard first. Yeah, through the Orrin and Orson West thing with Doug, it was hard to watch a lot of the time. But then when they broke up during Cash Gurnan, like everything happens for a reason. I truly, truly believe it. I can carry a tune either. I can play guitar. Oh, wow, Dreamcatcher. I never learned an instrument. I was never sort of into wanting to learn. Oh, no, I lie. I always wanted to learn to play the piano. And I did like 3 lessons and it was like, nah, I don't really want to do this now. You can't sing either. I don't let it stop me. No. I spent all day talking to his daughter. Everything he said is a lie. Yes, you were saying that. I wanted to get back to that, Jane Spring. All that money he collected for his preemie grandchild in December. So Joan Spring here is talking about a conversation she has had recently with Griff Investigates. So he collected a heap of money that was supposed to be given to his daughter for the preemie grandchild in December. She didn't know anything about it. She hasn't seen Griff Investigates since 2020. Like, him and Brad make a really good pair, don't they? You think I got mental issues because I answer myself, Suzanne? My son will say, do you know who sings this song? And I'll answer, and he'll say, that's not your name. Oh, hi, here with Val. How are you? Thanks for coming in. Griffy, are you still here? Can you drop here with Val's channel for me if you're still here?
Shell messaged
Huh?
Shelby.
Yeah.
And she said the degrees of Nala was 37.8 degrees this morning. She said she'll check at 6 o'clock tonight.
Okay. I've just got to give you guys an update because most of you were here yesterday. So, update with Puppy. She's Shelby, my daughter, come over and borrowed a bungalowitis test kit yesterday afternoon and took it home and tested, and she's bloody positive. So guess what, guys? Now I can't go to the birth. And Penny said yesterday about the, oh, she's here, Penny. Hello. Penny was saying yesterday about the rectal temperatures. Penny, she's just done one. What was it? 30.
No, she did it this morning.
So Shelby did it this morning, Penny, and it was 37.8 degrees Celsius. Our thermometers are Celsius. And she's going to do another one at 6 p.m. because I told her about that and what you were saying about that. And I can't go because she's got the sea. I wonder if I can go to the house and just watch through the window.
Lovely.
I should be fine though, shouldn't I? Because I've been positive recently. Because I've already had it, do you guys think I'd be okay to still go? It'd be different if I hadn't had it, hey? I really don't want to miss it. Maybe she can live stream it.
Or
Oh.
it. But that wouldn't be the same.
My biggest concern, guys, isn't that for the actual wear a mask. Yeah, I reckon that'll do the trick, Penny. Isn't for Nala and the process of birthing. It is for the two adult females that are going to be there supervising, because they're both so anxious, and I don't want them to make Nala all anxious and stressed because they're stressing out, if that makes sense. So I wanted to really be there just to keep everything calm and not more to supervise the adults than the dog. But I really want to be there to witness it. If you wear a mask, keep distant. I love you, Penny.
That phone on what it is called.
Wear a mask and just keep your distance. Yeah, I think I'll be fine. Like, I can understand if I hadn't had it already, it would not be a good idea at all. But because I've had it, I'm sure I'll be fine. And I'm triple shotted as well, so.
What does that mean?
Yeah, you're the same.
Yeah, but
We both had it on the same day, so we should be good.
can I go
Can
too?
dogs? Or yeah, of course you can.
Yeah, dogs can get COVID too.
Can they?
Yeah. Did you not know that?
Email me and I will answer and explain anything. 3 Fs. Just remember with Griffy's email, if anyone wants to email Griffy, whether it's a PayPal thing, please remember the 3 Fs in the word Griffy, because the very first time I tried to email her, I didn't realise there were 3 Fs and I only did 2 Fs. And I've got Griffy's PayPal pinned to the chat as well, if anyone, I've seen someone ask for it back in the chat, just so people know.
That Griffy there.
Griffy, this is our Griffy right here.
That face she's pulling looks funny.
It does look funny, like in a good way.
Yeah.
Dogs have been getting vaccinated for a long time, but it's not the same that we get. I don't know if they get C19. Oh, okay. We had a sad little thing last week.
Yeah.
I did, Penny. Thank you so much for that.
Hi, Susan.
The birthing video. It's amazing. It amazes me how animals just instinctively know what they've got to do and how to do it. And as a adult female human, I had no freaking clue. Like absolutely no clue. But I tell you what I did with my eldest daughter when she was pregnant with Layla. We sat and watched real births,
Okay.
which is probably a little bit cruel, but I wanted, I thought you're better off knowing, you know. So we sat and watched real births for a couple of days before she went into labour, and yeah, I think she sat there cross-legged for hours. It was so funny. Joanne, that's so funny because my little 3-year-old granddaughter just got out of the tub.
Anyways, continue about your last week's story.
What? Oh, yeah. Last week before we went away, so we've got 3 male bunnies.
No, not anymore.
No. What do you call them when they're lop-eared ones and they're white and ginger and really cute? Well, one of them got mixy and passed away. So it's that rabbit virus, myxomatosis.
I don't have what rabbit virus. I don't have rabbit virus.
And hi there. Oh, Griffy says, hello, young lady. We love your gran very much. Oh, please don't say gran, Griffy.
I don't love my gran that much.
That sounds really, really old, doesn't it?
It does.
She's loving it. Oh, Sharon, that's not good. Perhaps you can be on that Skype thingy just to keep them calm. Oh, gymnastics there. I was saying yesterday how she wanted my reptile cage thermometer.
Yeah, she actually took that.
Yeah, I know. So she could check the temperature of the whelping box to make sure it wasn't too hot. It's in a room that has air conditioning, and you know, they're just so pedantic, and oh, it's funny. But I know especially her wife Ashley, Shelby thinks she's just going to pass out on the, like she'll be flat on her face passed out when it starts happening, and I don't doubt that for a second. So yeah. Oh, my chat just jumped crazy. I hated it also, Sharon. I'm a Gigi. Yes.
What do they call
I don't like the fact, the real Gigi, that JFTK refers to herself as Gigi.
What do they call? You know the
I feel like you're being ripped off really badly.
you know the old bloke of Heartland?
What?
You know the old bloke of Heartland?
Yeah, Jack.
Yeah, what do the girls call him? I think
I
it's
don't know.
Gigi. What's it she mean by that?
What? Layla, you're a clever girl. They sure can. Yes, she is a clever girl. You're still a spring chicken, Miss Sharon. My gran is 88. Wow.
Old man's that nearly.
I thought you said 78. Why have I always thought you said she was 78 and she's 88? My mother-in-law's 85.
Yeah, who?
Oh,
Old man.
I think Sunday nights are often Grammy's nights. I'm an Omar. Oh, Joan Spring.
Yeah, that's cool, yeah. What do I call
In
it?
South Afrikaans, you would be called Alma. Omar? Is it Omar or Alma? Griffy? She's 50 years older than you. Well, she looks fabulous for 88.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, Sharon's 97, don't forget.
Really? I thought she was 100. Like, really? You look so old. No, I'm joking.
Griffy, I am Swiss, and so I grew up with a different language, and I'm always fascinated by how names develop in different languages. Penny, just make sure the mum and pups can get away from the heat if they want. Is it a pad or an ambient heat? No, there's no. So it's the middle of summer here still, Penny. And it's like 32 degrees Celsius during the day, roundabout on average. And they've got the wellbeing box in their dining room, lounge room area, inside with the aircon going, and there's no heat pads or anything like that. So
No, but I did give him my electric blanket.
so everything, it's sort of more trying to keep them cool rather than hot, if that makes sense. Sharon, you being 97. Do you know the funniest thing though, Katie Kitty? I've heard Tiffany Marie, you know when she went for lip lock the other week and she had that whole life about lip lock? One of the first degrading things she said about lip lock was that she was 97. And I was like, oh, hell no. That's my thing. I'm the 97-year-old. Like, I was offended that, you know, lip lock's now 97 as well. Like, back off.
Do you want it to be 96?
Can you just go and get me 2 cigarettes, please? Oh my God, Sharon. Well, I guess that might be a birth control tool of sorts if every young teenager watched birthing videos. I know, right, gymnastics? I think they should show them in high school. Let them see what it's really about. And give them a... I'll tread on it.
I'm not cheating.
You could really change a teenager's mind by watching real life birthing videos. I'm sure of it. Yeah, righto, the real Gigi. This is day 2 of healthy, and I've already had my shake today, so I'm going to go. I've decided I'm going to start coming on earlier. That way I will hopefully not collide with every other creator on earth. And afternoon my time, and then every afternoon I get to go for a walk and try and be a better me. And that's the plan for today as well. I have shown my granddaughter birthing videos when she was a teen, and it's worked. She's 24 and still not thinking about babies yet. I am, but she isn't. Oh my God. Yeah, I think it's better to wait. I had my first at, I just turned 20, and looking back, I was way too young, even at 20. You know, my perception of having a baby was dressing it up and taking it for a walk in the pram. It wasn't the true meaning of being a parent. You know, I just was young and wanted to play real life babies. And I think like your hormones and everything feed into it, and you feel like you want it, but you really have no clue what you're in for. Near around here, dang it. Yes, it would be a nice thing for teens. Any sort of deterrent. I used to watch all the teen mum shows. Every single series, every episode. Because it just intrigued me how these, 14, 15-year-olds cope, not only with the birth and adjusting to caring for a baby 24/7, but the relationships and how with the baby daddies, it more, I think there's only been one out of all the different ones I've watched where they're still together, the original baby daddy, but how it all falls to pieces, and watching the strong ones make a go of it, and it just interests me. You had your first and only at 33. See, 33 now's like the 23 type thing, isn't it? Like they say 40 is the new 30, and back to front maybe. Thank you. I'll have a cigarette and then I better go and have some lunch.
There were sirens before.
What's that?
Mm.
My granddaughter, one of them, just had her third baby. She's going to be 22 next week, but she's a wonderful mother. Well, that's all that matters, Dreamcatcher. But can you imagine back in the day, like way back in the day, when teenagers had babies at like 14, and if they weren't married off by 16, 17, they were old maids and all that sort of thing? It's crazy. You're 22, Lisa Jones. But my son was 20. He had his daughter, and the drama is real. Yes, it sure is. My 26-year-old daughter would beg for a brother or sister when she was little. I would say Walmart was out, laughing out loud. I have a 14-year-old son, laughing my ass off. Oh my gosh. My sister has one child, a daughter, and they have been together since he was her very first boyfriend when she left high school and everything, and they've been together ever since. So she's in her mid-40s. No, she just turned 50. Yeah. She just turned 50, and they only got married about 5 or 6 years ago because I didn't want to rush things. Cracks me up to this day. And at their wedding, their adult daughter was still pleading for a sibling. It was so funny. Does she have little collars for keeping track of who is who and can track their weight, gain, loss?
That's actually smart.
Oh, I don't know, Penny. I'll have to ask her. Oh, I need to go and that is really important. Isn't it? Especially because that's a big dog and she's obviously going to have quite a few. And scales. Thank you so much, Penny. As soon as I get off here, I'll ring her. She can't fly down the street. Her wife can fly down and grab some. So 37 degrees Celsius. And you said 12 hours later after that, things should start.
It was 37.8.
Cheap on Amazon, the weight chart scales too. Yeah, not in Australia. It'll take forever. We have Australian Amazon now.
Do we?
Yeah. But it'll take, because we're in a regional area, it'll take at least a week to get here.
Mm.
So she can just fly down the street and get some.
Not today.
So innocent, out of the mouths of babes, yes. That when people... My nan said, Jackie Jude says, my nan said that when people die and go to heaven, they become 33 regardless of age they pass. Jesus was 33 when he passed. Lucky me, I'll be walking around heaven 8 months pregnant. Oh my God. I've never heard that before. I've never, ever heard that before. That's interesting.
It's very hot outside.
Yeah, I know. Penny is the real deal. Just so, just a heads up for you too, Penny. Oh, excuse me.
I said pardon me.
We had someone come in the chat by the name of Sweet Justice. I don't know if you're listening or not way back, but I timed her out one time for a comment about when Benny was on Ben Hill and something to do with Don and whatever. I just didn't get a good vibe and I didn't know where she was going with the comment, so I timed her out. So she's come back in to the chat. I will try and find it and I'll clip it and send it to you if you didn't hear it or see it. And she wanted to know, like, I'll give her kudos that she asked before she'd done it, but she asked a question in chat if it's okay for Penny and Benny to be on my channel bashing and trashing other creators. Is it okay for her to trash and bash you and Benny? And you can imagine what my response was. But just so you're aware, if you see her in Benny's chat or your chat, Sweet Justice was her name or his name. And yeah, I really, really got aggravated. And I jinxed myself because I was only saying yesterday I've never had to really lose it with anyone and block people. But today, I had time today, as Benny would say. I'll send you a recipe to keep her calories and milk up and calcium up through the nursing. Oh, thank you so much. Are you invisible? You're not invisible, Holly Berry. Why do you feel invisible? We love you, Holly Berry. Yeah, that would be really helpful. Thank you so much, Penny. Oh, I appreciate you too. Like I was telling everyone earlier, you're my adopted daughter, and no one's going to do that on my channel. Simple. Sharon's got time today. Looking ass. Yeah, I have all Benny's little ditties going through my head all day long. And that cute little dance, we've got to watch this dance again. It just cracked me up.
Say me.
Look at the dance.
Y'all can't hear the music? Candace Bly in the place to be. Say, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Hold on, looking at
Hold on, look there.
tonight. Well, it's a lot of stuff going on this web, man.
I got time today.
And, you know,
I'm crossing the line today.
I'm gonna
That's
straighten
it,
some of this out.
Penny.
I mean, I didn't have a lot of people.
Oh my
ask me to put out
God.
a lot of fires today, and I kind of just stayed off.
I just love the little
stayed out of the way,
dance.
and then boom, out of
It just cracks me
place
up.
to be. Say, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Hold on, looking at tonight. Well, it's a lot of stuff going on.
Oh my God. Looked at my wrist. I got time today. Fucking, I'm crossing the line today. Yeah, I can never remember the exact second. Fucking, I'm crossing the line today. Yes. Looking ass. Oh my God. Benny has soul. Oh, he cracks me up so much. Like to the point where I have tears. It's so funny. You got to do what you got to do, Sharon. Exactly, Lisa Jones. It's not part of who I am, as in I find it really difficult to come down on someone in chat, and they can do it to me, and I'm fine, like whatever. But you will not come in here and speak badly about any of my people. It's just not going to happen. And that's the way it is. You always make me laugh, Sharon. Oh, that's good. See, that's what I'm here for. That's what I want to bring to the table, as well as call out all this shit that 423 Chase and Miss Trisha Jenkins brings to the table. I know Elena's view. That's what I'm talking about. I'm doing it all the time. But when I'm doing it in Benny's voice in my head. Yeah, the real Gigi. It's weird. It's the weirdest thing to sit here and interact. And because we don't have a lot of hate and nastiness and people coming for us, I've had it a few times, but not a lot. It's still a lot when you're not used to it, like in real life or virtually. It does get you all triggered and angry and protective, and it's another level. Oh, that's so sweet, the real Gigi. And it is a family. Had a normal sickie. What is the big brown one?
Cigar, baby.
I only really noticed that real big one. Yeah, you don't have to answer that. I probably know what it is. The brown sickie. Yeah, I'm still learning this stuff. Oh dear. Oh, you're fine, Lawton girl. I was just about to go, but please, guys, on the way out, please hit the thumbs up just to keep me in that, you know, the algorithm and everything. No, not a cigar. Yeah, gang. When I've told you guys heaps of times, I've done that fuck you mean thing in front of my daughter Shelby, and she's like, Mum, get off YouTube now. Just stop. She said, you're a wannabe gangster.
What do you feel?
Yeah, that's what I thought, Suzanne. No, he's doing so much better. Much love and respect to Benny for letting me play that. And I'll put the link in the chat again, and to Penny for asking Benny for me. This is the link to Benny and Penny's live with Griffy on panel. If anyone wants to go and watch the rest. Oh, I love you too, Penny. And I'm going to go and have some lunch. And no doubt the 3 hours I've been on for, there's been a whole lot more stuff happening.
Yeah,
But tomorrow, read back at my other comment, read quilt at Sharon. Hang on. Is it way back? Oh my God. She says, I'll be gone when my quilt is finished. Oh, are you kidding me? You freaking won't want to be.
Yeah.
You need to be looking after yourself right now, Suzanne Sutherland, and get your health sorted out. Suzanne had to go to hospital the other day because she wasn't well, and she's got to have more tests. Just the hand quilt I'm doing, Suzanne, normally if you were just an average stitcher by hand, I'll do a rough count of how many hexagons I've already sewn together. But just for the average person, I would say it would take anything from 6 to 12 months to hand stitch this quilt together. And what I'm going to do, Suzanne, is have a look at the very first pic I took on the date I started it on the photo, because it wasn't that long ago, was it? I think we've only like 5 or 6 weeks in, and I'm confident, 100% confident it'll be finished in the next 3 to 4 weeks. And the other day when I was down the coast and I heard Susan was at the hospital, I Google mapped, because Susan's in the next state over to me. So I thought, I'm going to hand deliver this quilt. I am going to go to Suzanne and give it to her in person. And it's a 6.5 hour drive. So I screenshotted it and messaged it to her. And she said, what's this map about? And I said, I just Googled the road trip I'm going to take to bring you your quilt.
Yeah, and I will come.
Layla's going to come with me, and we're going to take it to Suzanne in person. And it's only 6.5 hours.
No.
So that's the plan. So we will schedule the visit, Suzanne, because you're going to be really well and healthy and get your tests taken care of. And we're coming to visit you, girl. Yes. I know you're doing all you can to get better. And it's a wonder she hasn't abused me for being online for 3 hours and 10 minutes because I'm not stitching. I'll take another picture tonight and put it on the community tab for you, Suzanne. But yeah, tomorrow I want to go over Omar St. Hill and Daniel Robinson's case updates. And I'm going to schedule them this afternoon for tomorrow so everyone knows where we're at and they will get a notification.
Only if they have to.
Yes, a road trip with Sharon. Yes, gymnastics. We can do lives on the actual road trip itself. That'll be really cool.
And then just hear me snoring.
Yeah, we'll hear Layla snoring in the road trip. Anyway, guys, I need to eat, get organised. And thank you so much for everybody that has hung around the whole time or just ducked in. I appreciate it. Thumbs up would be awesome. And sorry, Lawton girl, that you've come in so late, but feel free to watch the replay. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Love yous. Bye.